No, let me see. I just went live. Let me see. What it's looking like.
I don't know. I don't see anything yet. Hold on.
Whack move Johnny in the chat, everybody. I'm getting y'all boys right. What the fuck? Is it live? I don't know. Let me see.
Yes, I see. Yeah, I see it.
All right.
I'm about to edit. Hold on. Edit this title real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That's crazy. Jiggy top save today. Y'all see that? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we in there.
Yes, sir. What's good, Jimmy?
All right, let's get back to it so we don't have to stay too damn
Okay, what was
late.
the last shit they heard though?
It was
MLB.
We were talking about MLB.
MLB.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
is it back up?
Yeah.
We got
different link though. Different link.
Yeah, I fixed the title already though. Can I fix the?
That's smooth how that popped in.
I gotta like the video all over again.
You gonna take it down and cut it up and put the gameplay on it though, right, BG or no?
No, I'm gonna just leave it like this, bro.
All right.
Lazy.
Trying to fix the thumbnail. Fuck it, I'll do that while we're talking. Okay, cool. So we were last thing we were talking about was MLB the show, and I mean, is there anything really else to say about it right now? I mean, it happened. Y'all got shafted by PlayStation, I guess. Y'all should have bought the game. Y'all didn't. I mean,
no Vaseline.
I don't even know if that's a valid point though, right? Because
It's not.
I think it is.
Because people say that shit about Horizon and Days Gone, but Jeff Ross is getting interviewed right now. He said Days Gone has outsold every single other game they developed combined, right? And that game's only been out a little bit over a year. Horizon sold over 15 million units, being a brand new IP. How many copies did they want to sell of this motherfucker? Like, goddamn.
Right, but when you say okay, but we're gonna get into that later. Let me I'm confused right now. We're gonna get to that. Okay, Deathloop was delayed to September.
Zero fucks were given.
I mean, so that pushes, I guess, and PlayStation has like a year exclusivity deal on that, so that's gonna go to Xbox and. Xbox like a year after it launches in September. But they said they needed, some more time to fix the game. So, yeah. I mean, that game looked like it's going to turn out pretty well. So, delays happen.
Yes.
What else we got? Death Stranding. So, I hate talking about this game. Death Stranding has made $27 million on PC so far. And I had a lot of ass gobblers, sending this to me.
Hold on. What's going on?
How do you formulate that thought? I had a lot of ass gobblers, just sending that to me on Twitter, and you're like, see, because I called, Death Stranding a flop, and I still stand by that, especially by PlayStation standards, as their new sales standards. It's definitely a flop, and. See, morons who don't do math, who just look at things at face value, they think earning $27 million is like something groundbreaking or something amazing. It's okay. It's not. Especially if we do the simple equation and the simple math, right? Death Stranding is $60 on PC right now. I don't know if it ever went on sale, but it's $60 on Steam and in the Epic Game Store. If you divide 60 into 27 million,
I don't want to hear you doing math.
I did the calculator. I used the calculator. Of course, I didn't do this myself. That's only around 500,000 copies, right? Which is
that's interesting.
That's only around 500,000 copies. Y'all could do the math yourselves. Tell me if I'm wrong.
$500,000. That's sad.
Which is. Once again, that's not amazing, and people are coming to me telling me like, "Oh, you're wrong. You called it a flop." For a Kojima game, for his resume and his reputation, you know, his game, especially on PC, selling 500,000. Yeah, I still say it flopped. It sold a few million on PlayStation. Yeah, I still say it flopped. I definitely still stand by that. So I don't know what these dudes is coming at me for. You know, they mad because I'm not falling for their little, you know, walking simulator game.
Death Stranding not a bad game though, yo.
Trash game. It's not even a game.
Nah, I played it. It's not a bad game.
Nah, man, it's UPS simulator. Fuck that shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The Nintendo Switch. Okay, so Switch firmware 12.0 has been data mined, and in it they found a 4K display port via USB 3.0 and new dock support for, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, it's spelled AULA. That's the new code name for the new 4K Nintendo Switch that's coming out. I guess that's Aula or Aula. I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but yeah, they data mined it, and that's the information that they found. Blandrew, any thoughts on this?
Nope.
Why do we have you here, Blandrew? Like,
Really?
seriously, like we brought you on here for like the Nintendo Insight.
Realistically,
a brand new console thing. Any thoughts, Blandrew? No.
I mean, the name, it doesn't appeal to me. What do you want me to say about this, Bond?
Okay, if somebody were to say, "Hey, Bond, NVIDIA announced a 400 series graphics cards. What do you think?" I'd have a lot of things to say about it.
Jax, when you just announced an 8K PS5. Dang, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I know. Like,
said nope. Nothing like, oh, I'm looking forward to buying my 30th Switch, or I hope it's going to be strong and powerful.
Blandrew don't care about resolution. He don't give a damn about
this will bring more third-party games over it, and did nothing.
Yeah, this isn't my bag right here, Bond. You've never heard me talk about specs or anything before.
So why'd you buy a Series X?
Because I want the world's most powerful console. That's why.
Why didn't you buy a Series S?
Because I don't do all digital gaming.
Yeah, he does have a physical collection. So
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, I look forward to this 4K capable Nintendo Switch, so
Yeah,
I'm always excited to hear information about it.
Okay. Same.
Yeah. What else we got? Oh, so Sony signed a Netflix exclusivity deal for its upcoming movies. You know, Uncharted, and there's a Horizon movie apparently in the works now. And did they say Days Gone? Also, no, not Days Gone.
Oh,
there's another one.
Please, no.
Sony don't know what that term is. Days gone. Shit, games gone, man. Bring that shit.
So yeah, all these movies based on their IPs, they're gonna be exclusive to Netflix. Yeah, because you know they trying to get that Netflix bag. And we already saw people talking about this Horizon movie and trying to cast certain actors that would be terrible fits for Aloy. You know, trying to do all this character bending and stuff like that. I'm like,
no, that character they posted looked just like her. BG, stop.
No, she didn't.
Yeah,
no,
she
did. She was a ginger. She's a black ginger, like is a black ginger.
But she looked like I thought she looked like Aloy.
Exactly.
No, she didn't. No, she
Aloy didn't have freckles.
So?
No, she do got freckles. She do.
Yeah.
Because freckles aren't like a big old, like that's not like a big deal. It's just freckles.
Yeah, it's a
it's not
big
like
deal to people.
It's not like she's a completely different like. That's not like she has like a completely different look to her.
You talking about that chick they want to play Aloy on?
Looks like Aloy.
That chick was black.
Why that chick black? To people that have them.
That chick looked biracial.
The only thing black about her was her curly hair. That was about it.
Whoa! What that mean?
She definitely looked biracial. She definitely looked biracial.
So, here's the bottom line. You know, they want to, just like how they want to erase masculine men in the media in Hollywood, they want to erase all red-haired women.
Hey, did you?
I don't feel like it's that big of a deal because people were mad when Zendaya was cast as Ariel too, and I mean,
as they should.
Ariel, you mean not Zendaya?
Mary Jane.
No, Ariel and
Mary Jane.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
Little Mermaid.
Sorry, Mary Jane.
No, they cast what's her
people
name?
were upset about it. Yeah.
But who was the black girl in Little Mermaid then? Did I just conjure that up in my
I
mind?
think that was
Ariel.
That's Chloe.
Haley.
Chloe.
Yeah.
That's Chloe and Haley. I don't know which one of the girls is.
The Haley is Ariel. She's Ariel.
It was Haley. Yeah.
They trying to Thanos snap redheaded women.
Hey, y'all read any of these super chats yet?
No.
All right.
That's on you. Listen, I don't have a problem necessarily with Chloe or Haley, whichever one it is. I can't tell them apart. I'm gonna be real with you. Being Ariel, I'm fine with that.
Mermaids don't really have races like that, though. I don't know, man.
Exactly.
There were black mermaids in the Little Mermaid.
But what I'm saying though, like, I don't know, man. I just feel different about certain shit. I guess I don't know.
No,
I feel with certain things you got to stick close to the source material, and other things it doesn't matter.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
So yeah,
I need my Ariel white and my Cinderella black.
God.
There actually was a black Cinderella.
Cinderella's ass want to be home by midnight.
Wasn't that didn't Moesha do a black Cinderella? I mean Brandy.
Yeah,
Brandy played Cinderella.
Yeah, that just was alright. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, back in the day.
I like Brandy.
Yes, sir.
Brandy fine too.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's get into this whole Last of Us remake talk.
God.
So so Jason Schreier, he works for Bloomberg now, came out with this article revealing a lot of information about Sony, Ben, Naughty Dog, and some stuff going on within PlayStation. I got the short version, I read the whole thing, and I'm gonna be real with you. Typically, I don't like reading long old articles. Like I seen this article hours before Jack Move started the Are We Live, and I'm like, I ain't reading this whole thing. I'm gonna just wait for somebody to talk about it in the video. But eventually, I read the whole thing, and I got the short version of all the details you need to know. So here it is. So there's a studio called Sony Visual Arts Group, right? And they assist and they help pretty much finish off games made by other first-party Sony first-party studios. Kind of what Sony Japan did a lot, right? They help other studios finish games. Pretty much they wanted to create their own games. So the director, Michael Mumbauer, in 2018 recruited 30 devs from other studios, I think mainly other first-party studios. Yes. And pretty much, they just wanted this unit to expand some of PlayStation's already successful franchises. So they began working on The Last of Us Part 2. And the reason they wanted to do that...
First they were working on Uncharted, remember?
Uncharted, but wasn't it Sony Ben that was working on Uncharted?
No. Originally, they wanted to make their own IP, but they realized it was too expensive to do that. So they said, we're just going to remake an old game. They wanted to remake the first Uncharted game, Drake's Fortune, but
expensive.
Yeah, they realized that was too expensive too. So then they decided they were going to remake 2013's The Last of Us. But
right, and and then they wanted to remake The Last of Us because to give it a similar feel and look to Last of Us Part 2, and they would package it together on PS5. And they wanted to make The Last of Us remake because they knew it would be received by Sony better than Uncharted 1. Right, Sony would be like, yeah, we're all for that, and they would trust them a little bit more, and maybe after that give them some more creative freedom and allow them to make their own game.
Yes,
exactly. Okay, so now Sony never really funded them or acknowledged them as a studio. They never even gave these dudes a name. This group of 30 some odd devs, right? Never really acknowledged them. Never gave them a name. Never gave them proper funding.
Nope.
Yeah. This happened. This was happening around 2018. Now in 2019, Herman Hulst became head of Worldwide Studios and thought the project was too expensive and asked why it was so expensive. And they told him because it was going to be on the new engine for PS5. Herman Hulst wasn't feeling the project. He said, apparently was nah. And at the same time in 2019, Last of Us Part 2 got delayed, if y'all remember that, right?
Yes.
Got delayed till 2020. So this same group who was working on The Last of Us remake and eventually wanted to work on their own project, Sony told them, hey, y'all got to go help Naughty Dog finish The Last of Us Part 2 so they can, drop it in 2020. So they put the remake on hold, okay? Then after The Last of Us 2 was finished, Sony told Naughty Dog, some Naughty Dog staff, to help Visual Arts Group, the people working on the remake, go help them out now.
Yes.
Okay? That's what they go help them out. But Naughty Dog, obviously the people who created the original game, they hold a little bit more weight, and there's some people at the studio, there's some people that were helping them out that actually worked on the original game, they started to push their weight around and they pretty much took control of the project and took it over. And then the original group that was working on The Last of Us, they kind of got pushed out and they kicked them out of the project essentially, right? So
well, they ain't kick them out. They pretty much wanted them to do what they had been doing, which was when they decided to fund the game, but they said if we're funding it, Naughty Dog has to make it now, right? So they took the game away from them. Remember, all this shit is about them wanting to eventually have their own IP, step out the box. But this is how they was trying to get there. But the only thing that ended up happening was they were back where they started from. They were helping finishing off a game that wasn't there. So they was back in the same shit, and a lot of people left the group after that.
Yep, a lot of people left because they were like, we don't want to be assisting with this project anymore. So now, as of right now, the code name for this Last of Us remake is T1X, and that's what Naughty
Terminator.
That's apparently what Naughty Dog is currently working on, and what they've been real hush about.
Oh, and we got to bring this up too. Naughty Dog, to my understanding, I'm sure they probably kind of knew about it. Apparently, they didn't really even know this game was being remade. They did not want for this game to be remade, but now they are forced to work on this remaster. That's why we haven't got no PS5 patches. That's why they can't never say what they're working on. I see a lot of people I was blaming Naughty Dog. Where the fuck are the patches, y'all? Mad quiet. This is not. This is Herman Host and Jim Ryan forcing them to do this. They did not want to do this, and I guess you might as well bring up the Ben shit because that ties all into this and the Uncharted shit.
Yeah. All right. So here's the next part of this. So Sony Bend pitched Days Gone 2, right? But that was shot down. That was rejected because essentially it wasn't profitable enough. And
no, that's not what they said. They said it was profitable, but it got bad critical reception, and they didn't like how the development went, pretty much.
Yeah, they said the development was real lengthy. It took too damn long. Yeah, and it had mixed reception.
It was profitable.
Well, not profitable enough because
it made money though. It did make its money back.
Well, I have a question in regards to that. How come they let Guerrilla make Killzone 2?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a different era,
bro.
That's a different era.
Why did they give what's called a decade to make fucking Dreams and it flopped? Come on, man, this shit ain't adding up, bro. It's not adding up.
It's a different era. I mean,
that's true. Now you're right. You're right.
That was a very different era where people keep bringing up that when Sean Layden was on stage and he said, he was talking about a certain game and he said the game wasn't a multi-million seller. But so what? We don't care. We've heard PlayStation, like Yoshida even said, not every PlayStation game, especially first party, I think he said most of them weren't even super profitable.
Yep. He said six. He said 6 out of 6 or 7 out of 10 don't make money, but 3 are super successful that they cover the others.
Yes, that's
something exactly. Like that. And that PlayStation era of who was in charge, they were okay with that.
You're right.
Jim Ryan and Herman Host, they nah, fam.
You're right.
That ain't going down no more. Okay, so they're trying to be a little bit more strict and a lot more responsible with the budget, with the budgets they hand out. So so Sony Bend was assigned to work on a multiplayer game, which with Naughty Dog, which we assume is Factions.
Yes,
Factions after the Days Gone 2 was rejected, and they were so it wasn't a Sony Bend that were also told to work on the Uncharted game.
They were told to work on Uncharted, but the thing was, since they was going over to Naughty Dog, I think they gave that game to Naughty Dog too, because they still want to probably. They want to rebrand Sony Bend to a Naughty Dog studio,
right?
Like how they rebranded Guerrilla, what was it, Guerrilla Cambridge? You remember that? They had another studio, which they closed down after they released 2 games, but they want to rebrand Bend Studio as what they say, Naughty Dog North or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
North or South, yeah.
Yeah. So they want to they gave them an Uncharted game too, but like I said, Naughty Dog didn't really know shit about it, or they didn't want to work on this. So now they gave Naughty Dog the Uncharted game as well, according to Jason Schreier. So
which makes no sense to me, but
this is crazy.
So the current status of what Sony Bend is doing, the article said they got approved to work on a different new game. So they're working on their own game right now, but it's not Days Gone 2, which doesn't make much sense to me because, okay, Days Gone 2 Days Gone from what we know sold like over 5 million, somewhere around that. That's an estimate. We know it did at least that, right? And they complained that, okay, the development was lengthy, it cost a lot, and it didn't make as much as they wanted it to. But what doesn't make any sense to me, if that's your issue with the issue you have with Days Gone, why are you allowing them to do that process all over again, essentially, and make a brand new game? A sequel is typically less expensive than a new IP because there's like a lot of stuff you got to start from scratch. So I don't understand that. You're telling them, okay, make a new game, but we're not allowing you to make a sequel to your old game because the original game costs too much money to make, but make a new game now.
You know the top two guys over there at B0nd Studio have left the company after the release of Days Gone. I just got to assume this got some shit to do with it, man. I just really got to assume that. As a matter of fact, the dude, what's his name? Jeff Ross? I don't know his name, but he was he was pretty much the boss at B0nd Studio. He was just on David Jaffee shit. Matter of fact, he admitted, because he can't talk too much about this shit because he just left NDA, so he can't get too deep into it. Yeah, but he did admit that after the game dropped with the crit, when people was kind of roasting it, he said a lot of people was pointing the fingers at him, and a lot of people was pointing the fingers at other old buddy that left. And pretty much what he said was they merged the studio. I don't know what Sony doing with this merge and shit, right? They merged all their territory. So pretty much he said they merged the studio to the point where even though he was pretty much the big boss, he couldn't really even make no fucking decisions because some of the people they brought in was overlapping with what the fuck he was doing. That too many cooks in the kitchen bullshit. So yeah, I don't know, man. This shit is crazy, bro.
So what Sony's strategy seems to be right now is and the Schreier article said this is they want to focus on AAA blockbuster game studios that turn a profit and will help sell consoles, and they apparently have an obsession with that, with that strategy.
They said that back in 2019 before the PS5 even came out that they were going to prioritize that over indies and smaller games.
Yeah.
And there's several issues. Listen, and here's the thing. I'm all about obsessing over AAA games because that just tends to be most of the games I like. But at the same time, like those games take the longest to make. Like as of right now, you're looking at each one of these not everyone, okay, like what's his name? Like okay, so Insomniac has already technically dropped a game on PS5. Naughty Dog is only gonna release one game this generation.
Probably, yeah.
Because I'm not counting that Last of Us remake. They're only gonna make one game this generation.
If we
Sucker Punch.
If we look.
Yeah, Sucker Punch, honestly, I don't know if they're gonna do a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's probably be a new IP.
They're gonna do a sequel.
Look, but look how long that took. Like that's probably not gonna. That's probably gonna be one game they drop this generation. So this is just gonna be a whole bunch of studios dropping one game a generation, essentially, and that's not good enough.
This is my problem with this shit, right? I don't understand people like, oh, I'm glad I love the announcement. Bro, you don't realize they've been making big budgeted AAA games and still doing the other shit on top of that. So now they're telling you, we're going to keep doing what we've been doing without giving you anything else. So I don't understand how you look at that and say, oh, that's a great... No, the fuck it is not, bro. No, it is not. This shit is crazy. Naughty Dog is currently making 2 games they did not want to make. That's an issue. The B0nd Studios is currently working on a game they did not want to make. That's an issue. Visual Arts Group ain't making a fucking thing because they told them to get the fuck out of here and they wouldn't even acknowledge these motherfuckers for 3 years. That's an issue. And I heard
Sony Japan.
And Sony Japan had a mass exodus because they told him you can no longer make new games. The only IP you can work on from now on besides doing XDev shit is Astrobot. Okay, so the studio that made shit like Puppeteer, Rain, Bloodborne, they co-developed, they can only make Astrobot games. They can only make Astrobot from now on. That's not an issue. And then I saw King Thrash podcast. He was saying shit like, I shouldn't care if the workers aren't happy and shit like that. Listen, I got a perfect analogy for that, right? If I hear McDonald's up the street, everybody upset, they ain't want to come to work today, they hate their boss, I'm not finna go get a Big Mac from there because guess what? They might fart on your fucking hamburger. Do you want? So listen, I give a fuck about. I care.
He
Okay.
is dumb to say that he doesn't care about employees' happiness because companies that have happier employees make better products.
Morale.
My point is
Everybody wants to work for Google and Apple.
These were the same guys saying Crunch was cool and trying to make a case for Crunch, so I'm not surprised.
No. Crunch isn't cool. Crunch is a necessity. There's no industry that does not use Crunch. Period.
What I care about are the studios absolutely doing
All
at least
they
making
can
the
do.
game at least making the game they want. I don't necessarily care about your overall happiness necessarily, but I care about it even if you're like maybe a little stressed out, which comes with game development. If you're at least working on a game you want to work on, then you'll overcome it. But if you're working on a product you don't give a damn about, that's a problem for me. Because that means that's mismanagement.
Blandrew, are you still in
the
school?
work as well.
What'd you say, Bon?
Are you still in school?
No, I graduated in 2017.
Okay. Is anybody in college right now taking classes?
I don't think so. Man.
No.
All right, well, let me just give you this analogy. Let your professor know that you can't make the final exam because of Crunch. Let them know that you can't handle the midterm because it's too much studying in Crunch.
No, they don't give a shit.
We've been dealing with Crunch our whole lives. Juggling relationships, sports, school, family, whatever. But now all of a sudden, y'all want to act like Crunch is a problem. Crunch is a part of life. Deal with it.
Yeah, so, and I was watching, the David Jaffee interview with the Days Gone director, Jeff Ross, and some things he said. He said, he knows how much Days Gone sold, but Sony won't reveal it, which is, once again, telling. They won't reveal how much Death Stranding sold. They won't reveal how much Days Gone sold. And I keep telling people, when Sony does that, that means they weren't exactly happy about it. Because because hold on, they revealed how much Last of Us Part 2 sold, and that came out after Days Gone. So it's not like this thing where they like, okay, we don't want to reveal sales anymore. No, we just want to reveal the sales that we like and that we're impressed by. So that means they weren't impressed by this. They weren't impressed by Death Stranding sales either. I keep telling people that.
There was a time when I think this was before Death Stranding even came out. Days Gone even came out, where they just stopped revealing the sales for their games. And I think their games were still selling pretty well. Like Horizon was before Days Gone, God of War was before Days Gone, and then like right before Days Gone came out, they said, "All right, we're done showing numbers to anything, except for like Ghost and The Last of Us."
But that's my point. They do it. They may not update you as much. Like they did it up until the point where like Spider-Man and Horizon were selling 10, 15, and God of War selling 10, 15 million or whatever it was. Right? They did it consistently until they didn't, and those were games that they weren't like exactly happy about the sales, because they did it with Ghost, like you said, and they did it with Last of Us Part 2, and those came out after Days Gone, right?
But Days Gone just seems like a weird spot to start that, because that game was charting all over the place in the UK. I remember even in Japan, people were mad that it was beating out games like God of War. It was one of the most popular games, first-party games on the PlayStation in Japan.
Yep.
And it was one of the best overall selling games of 2019, just overall.
It was outselling Division 2 for months.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
It apparently didn't really result in much. Like a lot of like sales and news like that can be situational, because like going back to MLB The Show, people bring up this article and show me like, oh, MLB The Show broke a record in 2020, right? And well, it would have been 2019 or 2020, whichever one it was. But I'm like, do you realize that like we've had like 15 to 20 MLB The Shows? I don't remember like how many when MLB The Show started. And you can't really find no article or report like that until like 2020. This is a franchise that's been going for over 15 years. The first time they reveal, oh, MLB The Show has broken a record is in 2020? That's the first time? So that means all the other ones didn't really sell like that, and that's what I keep telling people. They weren't impressed by it. They only impressed when it finally breaks a record.
At least when it pertains to PlayStation, you can say, okay, Gravity Rush 2, Concrete Genie, Medieval, everybody, okay, whatever. those aren't selling. But Days Gone, we've only gotten information and like stuff like that to show that it actually was selling in all the territories.
Yeah, they never said it didn't. So they said it didn't get good reviews.
Yeah, everybody was saying, wow, this game is breaking records. This game is selling a lot more in Japan than we thought. This game is killing it in the UK. It's the best-selling game. Well, I think one game beat it.
It was a top 10 selling game in 2019. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
they even said like digitally it outsold like megatons, like Mortal Kombat and all other types of games.
I'm pretty sure it sold decently, yo. Enough to warrant a sequel.
2019 ended up kind of ass.
It did.
It did, but well, for everybody but Nintendo. But yes.
Can I just say, like,
Blandrew.
I'm serious.
What do I want to say about this bullshit? Oh yeah. So one thing that PlayStation has always been praised about, and Microsoft has always been lambasted about, was the fact that the higher ups in these companies, they either did, Microsoft, they always did too much overseeing of projects. They didn't allow what we like to call creative freedom. And Sony was the polar opposite. They hands off. They funded whatever needed to be. But you mean to tell me Herman Holt saw a remake of arguably their most successful franchise, and said, yeah, man, I ain't funding that shit. No, you gonna have 30 people work on a remake of The Last of Us 1 and say, I'm not giving y'all no money. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna even name y'all goddamn studio. Have a nice day. Are you fucking kidding me? What is going on, bruh? This shit is crazy.
He didn't like what he saw from them.
No. He didn't like the fact that it was gonna cost a lot of money. But that's fucking The Last of Us, bro. You know how much it's gonna sell, bro? Like, come on, dog. And then what my issue?
Well, they said that the article also said once it was under Naughty Dog, it got the Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog got clout. Okay.
Exactly. So it's not like they don't got the money. It's like, no, we ain't giving you that money. We'll give Naughty Dog that money,
why
but
did you
ain't getting
why did you greenlight it if you didn't want it to make? Yo, what is going? Yo, I'm not understanding.
I agree with you. I don't think this should exist at all. That's one thing we should talk about. But I don't think The Last of Us Remake should exist at all.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know about this Uncharted shit. I don't have a problem with The Last of Us Remake or whatnot. My problem is the stories behind these games. And if these games turn out fucked up, we know what happened. Y'all still gonna deny it. Yeah, what it is, man. But I'm
what's
with
gonna
the
be funny,
remake.
Jack?
What's up?
Y'all still ain't getting factions for this remake.
I think
that shit is never gonna come.
Y'all not getting
Days Gone is working on a multiplayer with Naughty Dog.
You know what though? All the leaked factions footage was of the map Lakeside, which is in Last of Us Part 1. And that's another thing I want to say. A lot of people saying the remake ain't gonna come with the online. Is that if the remake has updated gameplay and is in the Last of Us 2 engine, that is factions too. It's the same shit. It was already gonna have the same maps,
bro. Let me tell you right now. If they remake faction, why would
we gonna play that, bro?
Why would you? Oh no! I would literally have to create a 30-minute rant video. Why would you remake faction a multiplayer when people want a sequel? We don't want those same things.
It's gonna be, but you gotta understand, it's gonna play closer to The Last of Us Part 2. It's not gonna play like The Last of Us 1.
Yeah, that's how they're gonna justify new weapons, new whatever.
That's not a good reason for me.
I had that experience with The Last of Us factions for 7 years.
My point is, it was always gonna be that. Factions 2 was gonna be The Last of Us 1 online that played more like The Last of Us 2 with the same maps. They're gonna have added maps, of course. What different were they gonna do? They weren't gonna put the weapons from the single player in the game. Maybe a couple of them, but you're gonna be shooting motherfuckers with crossbows, a power weapon in The Last of Us Online. That was a regular weapon.
But what are they gonna? Okay, let's say they're remaking factions. Okay, is it not gonna be weapons from Part 2 in this remake?
I think it's gonna be both. They always do this. Uncharted 3 has every single map except for like 2 from Uncharted 2, and they bought Uncharted 2 map and 3 maps to Uncharted 4. So they always do this.
It should be a separate project. Then they shouldn't even connect this to this remake. They should just be factions. It might
be. We don't know. They can play it either way though. I mean, like I said, even a remake would be. I mean, that's what it was always going to be, in my opinion.
Why would you do this? Like, okay, you start, the studio starts, this Last of Us remake when Naughty Dog could be working on, because the last we heard, the next IP is going to be something Cross. That's going to be their new PlayStation 5 IP, something Cross. I forgot what it is. Why would you not have them working on that? And granted, it's probably not the whole studio. They always, separate into certain sections to work on different projects. But still, why would you not want them working on your new next gen IP, especially as long as Naughty Dog games take to make?
Why though? You know why? Because like we just said earlier, remakes are a proven commodity. People already know what they expect from The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a huge IP. That new shit they was doing, cross whatever the fuck, it probably would have sold and been critically successful. They don't know that. They know for a fact motherfuckers gonna go out and buy this. There's no question.
Money.
Yeah,
and they saving money.
Said he
and
would
they saving
pay
money.
$300 for it.
That's what they already got the assets. They finna reuse Last of Us 2 assets, clearly. They already got the store. Like, they got everything. They just gotta, put a new skin over there, motherfuckers. It's good. It's over with.
But don't
And like,
you will call it a brand new game, Jack.
I mean,
Say.
if they build it from the ground up, that's beside. I think it is, but that's besides the point. People bring up, like, of course, Demon Souls, because Demon Souls was remade after like 10, 11 years. But Demon Souls on PS3 is in my opinion very unplayable. It doesn't.
They turn the servers off. They turn the servers off too.
No! I ain't about to let you get away with this.
Here we go.
Because when all them years ago, when I was calling the 360 and PS3 unplayable, you're so stuck up, Ben. Ben doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's so pretentious. But now, you say it's unplayable.
Bond was calling games unplayable when they came out, the same week it came out, because it was 30 frames.
Okay. So what makes a game at 30 frames per second, a game that dropped to 16 frames per second, then unplayable, or then playable but now unplayable?
Listen, to me, it's not the frame rate that makes it that made Demon Souls unplayable. To me, it's how the game feels, it's the mechanics, all that stuff makes the original Demon Souls
damn game plays exactly the same.
No, it doesn't. We're not gonna get back into that.
God.
That's some after dark shit.
If y'all want to hear us argue about Demon
crazy.
Souls, listen to the last After Dark. We argued about this for like half an hour.
Every strategy you can employ in the PS version will work on the PS5 version exactly to a T. Period.
I'm not going back into this. My point is, Last of Us is still we got a remaster the year after. So it's still a very playable game. So we don't need a remake. Here's the thing. If I guess it's coming out, safe to assume, right? Am I buying it? No. Will I play it? Absolutely. Okay? Because I have to for the culture.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why.
I have to play it for the culture.
That's why. Okay.
I blame people like BG for Sony's current faultings. Y'all let them get too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely too fucking comfortable.
Look, I was the one saying they're literally launching a system with a PS3 game and a couple PS4 games. Oh, it's not a big deal. We buy brand new systems just so we can get better frame rate. No, that's not why you buy
every generation launches with nothing. So
no, that's not true. Anyway, the bottom line is this: y'all let them get away with this, and now that they decide to commit the crime and the crime has been committed, now y'all want to complain. I'm going to tell you exactly what I told the Nintendo fans back with the Wii U. You don't complain after the crime happens. You got to do preventative measures. Y'all saw where this was going for the longest time, and y'all didn't say shit. So as far as I can say for you, you can deal with the consequences.
Yep, I tried to tell them. They cursed me out. They called me all types of names. Now look at them.
Shut up, Blandrew.
y'all only have yourselves to blame. Y'all heard the rumors about them putting games on the PC. Y'all heard all these rumors about what they were trying to do. Oh, they would never do this. They would never
only
do
one
that.
game. I mean, come on.
BG.
Now they got first party games on Game Pass.
None of that's a problem to me.
But that's the thing, though, BG. Even though you might not have a problem with that certain aspect of it, all this shit is tied together, right? So if this shit ever goes left, Bond and Blandrew are right, man.
And you know what's even crazier, BG? Do you know what the top sellers on Steam are right now?
Xbox and PlayStation exclusives.
No, just Xbox games. Not.
I think Horizon's.
Horizon's. Horizon's. Oh yeah, you're right. So you as Sony, you don't think they look at and see that Horizon is the 4th best-selling game on PC? You don't think they see out of the top 10 games on Steam right now, 4 are Microsoft games? You don't think they see, Microsoft, who makes crappier games than we do, has 4 of their games in the top 10. Imagine if we put our games on there, where would they be?
Hey, Blandrew.
I want PlayStation games on PC.
Blandrew,
though.
I gotta apologize to you and your type. You know, the anime titty loving weebs.
Thank you.
Because y'all said when Sony started consolidating shit, merging shit, it was gonna go left, and nobody believed y'all.
And look, Jack, it's not that I wanted this to happen. It's just
you saw it coming.
I'm on the Nintendo side. I've dealt with this for years,
Yeah.
so I knew exactly what this was going to lead to. But pedo jokes and all types of stuff
all
flew
this-
my way,
all
Black
this
B
shit,
gamers
yeah.
way, and
All this shit
Hold up,
correlates with
Blandrew,
merging,
but-
man. All of it does. It's crazy.
Y'all really fucking with me today. Blandrew said, "Oh, I've been through this with Nintendo," but when I called that shit out, "Oh, this is why Nintendo
No, they was
fans
on your
don't
ass.
like
They
you
was on your
guys.
ass,
This
man.
is
Wait,
why Nintendo fans don't like you, Bond."
wait, with censorship?
No, I'm talking with everything. Well, you said you've been through it with Nintendo. See, here's the issue, and it's the same thing with the PlayStation Nintendo guys. Y'all are playing checkers. I'm playing 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D chess. But when I see the future, y'all niggas get mad. But when the future happens, then you guys want to cry.
Bond, shut your ass up.
No, you shut up. But the best thing for y'all to do is just listen to me when I speak. And then you'll save all your problems, you'll save all your tears, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to jump out in front of things and be preemptive about it. Y'all always want to say PC gamers cry, whine, and complain, but what group of gamers gets shit done and gets what they want? Oh, wait, that's PC gamers. That's right.
So BG, how are you feeling? Every time something bad happened to Sony, you would always say it never mattered to you. Just
Doesn't
one
affect
game.
me.
None of
BG is a PlayStation defender, man.
Because it's not defending. I don't care. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I don't care. PlayStation games are on PC. I'm buying it on PC. I got Days Gone on my wish list on Steam. Okay, I don't care about that stuff. You're gonna
benchmark it and return it. You're not gonna play that game. You already know.
But I want more games to come to PC, so I'm supporting.
Just so you can benchmark it and return it.
You gonna buy Dreams?
Oh, I might actually want to play those on PC. Listen, here's the only thing PlayStation has done that I have an issue with, and it's from this article, is when you are making studios develop games that they don't want to, that it wasn't their idea. That's the only part that comes in.
That's dangerous.
I have an issue with.
BG,
You want to know the crazy?
I don't care about nothing else. Nothing else they've done has. I don't care what they did with Sony Japan. I don't like most of Sony Japan games. Listen. I kind of want them to shut down Media Molecule, because Media Molecule is a piece of shit in my opinion. Like, shut them down. Or
Mocha is so right about you being a hypocrite. It's not even.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm about to put you on blast again. You don't care what these game studios do, right? You don't care if they put games on PC. Who's taking the time, energy, and resources and talent to put these games on PC, BG?
Those game studios.
The studios that make these games. Now, I believe, Jack, correct me if I'm wrong, BG said this. I don't want these studios making games for Vita and portables because it takes them away from making games on the PlayStation that we actually want to play.
Yes.
So why does that
Yes.
same thing not apply to them spending time and energy on the PC?
Because I play games on PC, I don't play games on Vita. What are you talking about? Like, I've said a million times.
The whole point is them concentrating on PC still takes away from time to be able to make new games on the PlayStation. They're not hiring.
First, Horizon wasn't even made by Guerrilla Games, so just to point that out.
Okay.
The PC port wasn't made.
Actually,
by
I thought they did go back and actually help out with that.
They fixed it, but they didn't. They fixed it, but they didn't port it. Second, I don't want them putting time into putting something on a platform that I don't care about. I said gaming is selfish. I only care about me and what serves me. If them putting games on PC serves me, I'm okay with it. Which
tell me how it's serving. Tell me how it's serving you right now to this day.
He don't know.
I bought Horizon.
He don't know.
How's the PlayStation?
Horizon.
How's the PlayStation
what you do with
landscape
it?
looking right now?
You beat that?
It's fine. I don't. What do you mean?
I feel like we're having the same exact conversation right now that we had with Microsoft when Microsoft started putting all their stuff on PC and their games just deteriorate.
I don't see Ratchet and Clank comes out in a few months. We got Returnal coming out next month. I mean, these are games I want to play. I mean,
a game that's gonna flop. Returnal's gonna flop. Continue.
Big time.
Okay, and listen, I agree with you.
And you know what's crazy?
I agree.
Bro, the last 3 or 4 Ratchet and Clank games were budget games. Now they're full price $80 games. What's good? What's $70 games?
I agree with you with Returnal, but once again, I'm talking about shit that serves me. That's still happening. The God of Wars, the Horizon sequels, those are games.
Well, we haven't seen those, BG. They announced God of War Ragnarok the same way they announced Metroid Prime, which you had a problem with. But it says Ragnarok in your dick card. What happened? Yeah, what happened, man?
No.
What now?
No, because here's
what now?
Let me tell you why that's not the same. Let me tell you why that's not the same, and you know that's a false equivalency. We've seen the original game, so we essentially know what the sequel is.
We know what Metroid Prime looked like, man. Hold on.
We
know what Metroid Prime looked like.
Hold on, that's not the same. That's not
Hey,
the
yo,
same.
what's wrong with this dude, yo?
That's not the same as a Metroid Prime game. What was the last Metroid Prime game year?
What year? 2007, 2008, somewhere around there.
Okay, so that was over 10 years ago. This is a direct. You said 2007, right?
Somewhere 2007, 2008, somewhere around there.
Okay, so God of War came out 2018. This is a direct sequel coming out within 4 years. So stop trying to play that bullshit and sidestep like it's the same thing. It's not.
Nintendo generally keeps a lot of their core franchises the same. If they want to do something different, they'll call it a different
it's not gonna be that drastic.
The funny thing is, Blandrew brings that up. BG always complains about Nintendo sticking to the same.
The thing is,
BG.
y'all don't see me. Y'all haven't seen me hype God of War Ragnarok. I said
You just did. You literally just did.
I said I look forward to it. You can't find me
is
ever
crazy.
hyping God of War Ragnarok. Find me hyping God of War Ragnarok. Find it.
You just say as long as they keep giving me the God of War Ragnaroks and the Horizon.
That's not hyping it. That's say I look forward to it. That's
what the fuck is it?
What are you talking about?
So you're not hyped about the game?
I look forward to
BG, you've been
Alright, bro.
expectations for how long and that shit ain't ever coming.
Y'all really gonna sit
This
here
dude is
and try to
crazy.
make it seem like God of War Ragnarok from God of War 2018 to God of War Ragnarok is the same thing from Metroid Prime, the last one,
BG
2007.
and Metroid Prime.
That's what we doing. Y'all
BG,
reaching. I know y'all reaching.
Metroid Prime at that time was also a franchise that has been mistreated, and people have been asking for that game E3 after E3, Nintendo Direct after Nintendo Direct, and once they finally got the announcement, you had a problem with it.
Because people got excited about a JPEG.
For a game they've been asking for years.
What the
Yeah.
They didn't show nothing to Ragnarok.
BG doesn't affect me until the bullet enters his brain.
Land on the floor twitching
on
and
the
shit.
BG's head, it don't affect me. Pull the trigger.
Hold on. So Blandrew, you telling me, right, that what we saw from Metroid Prime, the last one that came out. So you're telling me this is 4 is essentially just going to be the same thing. Like it's not going to be it's not no brand new engine. They're not changing nothing.
You heard this dude, bro?
Okay, yeah, it's going to be running on the same SD engine from BG. It's going to be a sequel. It's doing what all sequels do, and that's being a sequel.
This is crazy.
Bro, a sequel that comes out with that much gap in time typically aren't always
BG, this is Nintendo we're talking about.
Look,
when I go to Metroid Prime, I'm not going to be playing Devil May Cry or something.
Look, BG,
What are they feeding these girls?
BG add shit to conversation. The conversation is they announced God of War in a similar fashion to a game you ridiculed, sir. But you're looking forward to the other one, correct?
Oh,
Because
okay.
it has a PlayStation logo on it.
And once again, I said they hyped it. Okay, when they talked about God
You're
of War
hyping
Ragnarok,
it right now.
Hold on, no, I'm not. When they talked about God of War Ragnarok, right? I don't remember how they announced it. I don't remember. It was at one of Sony's events.
It was at the PS5 reveal, right? At the very end? Or was that something else?
Okay. Do y'all remember my reaction?
I don't give a fuck about your Hey, look.
I don't watch your videos.
We know how you acting right. We know how you acting right now.
I didn't-
Unused.
because- let me tell you why. Because I didn't lose no, and let me tell you why. Because I didn't lose my mind over it because there wasn't no gameplay.
BG, hold on, BG.
Wait, weren't you crying over the
BG.
FF7 remake announcement?
They have footage of you doing a handstand and making your ass clap at E3, nigga. Stop this. You're not finna act like you don't hype up.
Wow. Yo.
Over what game?
That nigga was
Exactly.
popping his ass like he working strokers talking about he don't get
You're
excited about.
talking
Stop.
another game.
Stop.
You're talking about no. I'm shutting y'all down because you're talking about another game, and because you're trying to sidestep.
No. You.
No, listen. They showed God of War Ragnarok. Okay, at PlayStation events. One of those PlayStation events, I live streamed it.
Hey.
And I did not get excited
But this
for
the thing,
it.
though.
You know why? Because there was no gameplay.
BG.
Now you're trying to make it seem like right now that I'm hyping the game and I'm losing my mind. No, I said I look forward to the game.
BG.
That's not the same thing as losing my mind and getting excited over it.
No, see, this is the thing. When you stream, you try to be Mr. Too Cool for School. Nothing excites me. But inside,
but y'all just said
no. But you know how you feel, boy. You know how you feel, boy. Boy. I'm finna get like Kratos, boy. You playing right now, BG? You hyped. Let it out. Let it out. You hyped. Let it out.
No, shut up, Jack. Shut up. You just
Damn,
said
Joe Budden and Rory going at it.
doing a handstand, but now you saying, "Oh, I try to play too cool, like I don't care."
See, you didn't think nobody was looking at you at E3. You was right with Hip Hop Gamer popping your fucking booty. They got you a 4K popping your fucking booty with Hip Hop Gamer. Yeah. You didn't think we saw that, did you? You the loudest motherfucking out here. Oh my god! You the loudest motherfucker in there.
I'm in an audience.
I would have thought somebody pulled a gun out the way you screamed in that bitch. Oh my god!
Nigga, shut up, nigga. You are.
This shit is crazy.
Yo, BG, didn't you say you don't drink?
This nigga drunk
Definitely
as
be
fuck.
drinking.
He off
Y'all
that
sound
Henny. He off
crazy.
that Henny, Bond. He off that
Y'all
Henny, yo.
sound crazy.
He off that Henny, yo.
To get back to the original point, I don't, like I said, I don't care about none of this other shit that PlayStation has done because it doesn't affect anything for me.
Hey, Jack. You
Hold on,
want to know
what-
the
what-
crazy thing?
What's up,
The
man?
only thing I have a problem with is when you make studios work on games that they don't.
Oh, you mean like PC version?
Only thing I care about.
So now you care about the developers' feelings?
You give them that smoke. That's right.
Wait.
I don't care about crunch.
Wait,
but now we care about their feelings.
Bond, let me shut you the hell up. Find me evidence that they don't want to work on PC versions. Find me it.
No, that's not what we asked. You care about the developers' feelings now?
You care about their feelings, but you said you don't care about them having to crunch.
Bond said that they don't want to work on PC versions. Find me where it says that. Find me it. I'll wait.
No, you just said you don't want the developers working on something they don't want to work on.
But then you also said you don't give a damn if it's a crunch.
Exactly.
So you care about them, but then you don't care about them. Which is it? No, what?
Talking about. What are y'all talking about? Bond literally just said.
No, we're not talking about Bond. We're talking about you.
That was just an analogy. The point is, you don't want them working on things they don't want to work on. You care about them then, but then you say, "Oh, I don't give a damn about their feelings." when it comes down to crunch.
It's because the reason I don't want them to work on it has nothing to do with me caring about them. I literally said that like 20 minutes ago.
Then why don't you want them to work on it?
So why don't you want them to work on it?
I said I don't want them to work on something they don't work on.
Why?
Because typically, if you work on something you don't want to work on, the product isn't going to be.
But you don't care about them. So why
BG,
does it matter?
that same exact thing applies to crunch.
The product turns out better. The product turns out better for me. I don't care about how they feel. If they want to work on it, the product turns out better for me.
Something you don't like.
Yes,
Yes,
smoker.
For me, this doesn't have nothing to do with them. These niggas could get their head blown off while they working on it. I don't care.
We get it, bro. You're too cool, bro. We get it. You're too cool, bro. We get it.
If they want to work on it. What don't you get?
Tom Brady hates certain players he has to work with. The nigga's still winning championships. I don't. Your
Hey,
comments are relevant.
BG
That was a reach. That was a reach.
BG too cool to carry. We might as well move. Hey, Mocha, what you say?
That's a reach.
Go ahead, Mocha.
Oh my god. Okay.
Let's get back to BG. No, go ahead, Mocha.
I think I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate. I think what BG is trying to say is he doesn't care about crunch as long as it's a game that they want to be working on. I think Is that what you're trying to say?
No, wait. He said he doesn't want the developers working on something they don't want to work on, but the same developers don't want to be there all those hours at a time. You can't just have one
But
and
I
not
think
the
he's
other.
trying. Yeah, I definitely get that, but I think he's trying to say as long as they still like the game, then it can't come out as bad as if they didn't like it at all.
I literally said when we were reading the article, right? Me and Jack were talking about this. Yeah, okay, you might not be. Developers might not be the happiest about crunch, but if it's a product they at least want to work on, they will suck it up.
No, that's not true. Sometimes you just need to get away from it all.
You heard what old buddy said on David Jaffee shit? He was saying pretty much that crunch shit, it'd be like the millennials that come to work there, they the ones to complain about it. He was saying he feel crunch is needed, but you know the shit, anything you can't, too much of anything is a bad thing. You know,
Burnout's a real thing.
Yeah,
It'll make you like something you like. Burnout will make you hate it.
Yeah. Yep. So crunch is necessary in the industry, but you can overdo it. I think that's
why I had to slow down with Yakuza. I was beating Yakuza after Yakuza after Yakuza. I'm like, okay, that's enough Yakuza for right now. Let me go to something else.
Same thing with the Cold Steel games. I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Same thing with Yakuza. I beat the first 3. I'll take a break. I'll go to Cold Steel. Then I'll return back to Yakuza.
At some point, you're dreaming about the fucking games, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was getting beat up by Kiryu out there in my dreams.
Yeah, I know how I feel, bro.
I'm not gonna lie though, BG, you are a hypocrite. It's funny to see you called out.
Absolutely,
big time,
absolutely.
Yeah.
People, apparently somebody said I call God of War Ragnarok God of JPEG on my own live stream, but y'all swear I'm hyping it.
Oh, but you just said you didn't give. Oh, now you don't.
Yeah, no.
Man, let it go.
No. Listen. I'm king of keeping the same energy, and y'all just don't.
What?
So,
No, you're not.
Are you insane? Are you crazy?
I like every other day on Twitter.
Are you crazy?
Energy
all the
empty,
time,
bro.
No, you don't.
Y'all hate it.
No, you don't.
Bro, I could bring up one non-gaming related topic and tell you, no, you don't.
Oh no!
I always keep the same energy.
Here we
And
go.
Okay.
I don't even know how we got here, because all I said is I don't care about none of that shit with PlayStation besides mismanagement, and y'all got mad at me. I don't get it. Like, why do y'all want me to care about shit that don't affect me?
Boy, something wrong.
Because it is affecting you.
He don't see the
of a game you don't want now.
He don't see the ramifications yet. He'll see it soon enough.
Where's your faction?
Mismanagement. Which is mismanagement.
Oh yeah,
where's your factions?
BG, the mismanagement is literally why we don't have factions right now. That is a good point.
Where's factions?
Which I said is my problem. I said mismanagement is my problem. I said
where's SOCOM?
Mismanagement, bad game development. What is your
doesn't affect
Well,
me?
when other shit get mismanaged, you don't get. All right, BG, you got it, bro.
Mine just be throwing shit out his mouth and like don't be making sense.
Everybody knows I'm making sense because they know what I'm talking about.
You're not. I said my issue is mismanagement, so anything that derives from that is also my problem.
Like crunch.
Factions.
Interesting.
See,
as far as I've seen, crunch has only helped me get the games I want. So I don't know what you're talking about, Blandrew.
BG, the way I look at you, how you even entertain and look at situations, is you're standing on a train track. You see the train coming. People are yelling at you, telling you, get off the tracks. This train is coming. And you literally say, doesn't affect me, up until the very second the train runs your dumb ass over.
Hey man, you earned it.
You might even lay down on the tracks.
Yeah, you earned that.
That's exactly how you act.
Out of a man, that might be like bottom 50 of one of Bond's analogies all time.
And everybody else gets it. Doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect me. I'm just chilling. I'm laying on the tracks. Doesn't affect me.
Now, Jack, there was something I wanted to ask you.
What's up?
You remember how the stereotype used to be Nintendo only has Mario and Zelda, Xbox, Halo, Gears, and Forza?
Yes, sir.
You're now in that boat with us, sir.
Oh yeah, Uncharted, Last of Us. We there. That's another thing. Sony used to get praised for knowing when to let a franchise go, but now it seems like they're becoming real dependent on a couple of these. I don't know.
And everybody used to say the reason the PlayStation was so great was because it was so diverse, but now they're just sticking to one thing.
Where's the
I
diversity?
wonder what Cyberpunk will be on next.
I gotta read a super chat real quick. Tarek Ahmed said BG making sense, everybody else just being obtuse on purpose. Oh man.
Talk about it,
good brother.
Have any credibility in here?
Talk about it, good
Nah,
brother.
Tarek, I don't agree with that one, my guy.
That
Yeah,
dude
listen,
clean his
y'all
face. He
know
got
y'all
something on his
are
face.
being purposely because I'm making too much sense for you niggas. So they're like, listen, BG making
Are
too
you
much sense.
are you insane?
We gotta be difficult.
Are you
We
insane?
got to be difficult, okay?
If
This
seven
nigga making
people
too
say
much
if
sense.
7 people are in one way and one person's the other way, chances are you're not right.
I'll shoot all them niggas down. Make that one person the only
all right.
person.
Damn, stalking out here. What the fuck?
Soul King just put out a $100 super chat. Also,
Yeah.
hypocrite, remember, you don't take super chat money.
Oh
Me and
yeah,
Mocha will
yeah.
take that. Thank
Just
you.
reminding you on that.
Yeah, we need
The
that.
Trial of BG, a Netflix original.
We do need to read these super chats though. Whenever y'all.
I want to read a little bit more. So from the Days Gone director interview with David Jaffee. So yeah, I said he knows how much Days Gone sold. Sony won't reveal it. Days Gone started at a certain budget and ended up at a much higher budget. 4 to 5 million to break even. He said is apparently not good enough anymore. Because the cost of gaming development just continued rising. It never gets cheaper. He said it just continues to rise. Days Gone has sold more than all the games Sony BN has developed combined. But somebody would have to do that math, obviously, and that's really hard to do because I don't think you could find numbers.
Is he count 989 Studios and all that shit? Because they used to work for them.
He said I don't know that. He said all the games they've made,
or just them titled as BN because they haven't made that many games.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's a little bit complicated. He also said millennials complain too much because there was a bunch of millennials that he hired at Sony BN, and he said they complain way too much about everything. And he said crunch is necessary and hard to avoid.
Yep.
So yeah.
Hey man, that was actually I don't really fuck with David Jaffee no more, but that was a pretty good interview. I give him that.
Yeah, he cursed me out a little bit because I didn't think he would see what I wrote. I said because this nigga they couldn't figure out how to use Discord. Like Bond old ass, even though he be on PC all day, he be struggling with live streams and shit. Never mind.
Hold on. I be struggling with live stream.
Here we go.
Oh man.
I struggle with internet. You struggle how to figure out how to use shit.
Struggling to live stream.
I struggle with internet. That's out of my control.
That's like saying I struggle to drive, but I don't have tires. Come on, dog.
Oh boy, here we go.
Jesus.
Another
and you know what, Jack? The funny thing about struggling to stream, I sure don't struggle to stream these PlayStation games now, do I?
Yes, sir. Talk about that. Yes, sir.
I sure as hell don't be struggling to stream then.
Yes, sir.
I mean, let's look at this hour count right now.
Oh, here we go.
Let's get it in there. 7 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours of God of Tsushima.
Yes, sir.
Does that sound like struggling?
No, sir, not at all.
BG attacking people. He's salty.
What a loser.
Hey, so you got cussed out by David Jaffee again, bro? That's crazy.
Streaming 5-6 hours in a row, get a life, bro. What are you doing? Go outside.
BG?
Nigga, a whole lot of nothing.
Sidestepping rumors and speculation.
How many games
I just
you
beat Neo 2.
That's the only one.
Oh, here you go. Neo 2 and Neo 2 put like 80 hours in that.
And speaking of hypocrites being too busy in life and not having time to play games, how come you only have one game beat?
Ooh.
Ain't no good other games out.
And it's
Ain't no
April.
good other games out.
It's April.
Show me the good games.
Now,
Be
I
one
don't
game.
remember
Y'all want
a
me to be like smooth? Y'all and just play anything that
BG, you don't track to be like 3 games. You don't track to be 3 games.
I remember a woman with 2 kids saying that there aren't a lot of good games out and she doesn't have a lot of time to play games, and you came at her. But now you're too busy and there ain't a lot of games for you.
And
I
then
stood up
if
for
you
that
can't
woman.
find, no, you didn't. You attacked me. And if you can't find
I stood up
anything
for
to
you.
play, you could have at least played It Takes Two because you have a wife.
BG
So
doesn't have
there's
any
no excuse.
friends. Oh, you say his wife. Okay.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
That's true.
First
He has
of
one
all,
of those.
Chivalry, I came to your rescue when all these delinquents were attacking you.
No, you
I
didn't.
can't
No,
believe
you
it.
didn't.
You
I
all
can't
filed on.
No, you didn't.
No, he
can't believe it.
He got kind of active with that delete button. I saw the comments. They was only
Listen,
Just like when you tried to put that
I'm
poll up that
talking about when he attacked me on Twitter for having 3 monitors.
Oh, what that
only
crazy?
9 games.
What that crazy?
You still didn't answer the question how many games you beat with them 3 monitors, but I
More
digress.
than you. More than you.
Just like he tried to put that poll up that one day, Jack, and it mysteriously got
Oh
deleted.
yeah,
Right.
He lost it deleted.
Nah, because
You were out of control with that.
You
because
crazy.
Jack think he's slick. I know you like, he took that poll and put it in his
I didn't
Discord.
do it. I didn't do
anything.
anything.
He was like,
I
listen, y'all need to influence this poll a
I
little
did
bit.
not post
Because
that poll anywhere.
I was beating this nigga by a landslide. Suddenly,
Yup.
he's tired with me.
And then, like Donald Trump, you tried to talk about stop the count.
Shout out to Tony.
Yes,
Tony got those
absolutely.
pictures still. Thank you, Tony.
Stop the count right now.
Hey, man, people know what's going on, man.
This shit is crazy, VG.
Extremely crazy.
Jack, you want to read the super chats and then I'll get back to whooping y'all ass.
Yeah, man. We got Mr. Miracle. He says, calling yourself Best Bot is like calling yourself the smartest dummy. LOL.
Oh my god.
We got Booba Feet. Okay. He says, Black Bond, how good are you at math?
Very good. I used to teach it.
There you go. We got Rystar94. He says, I feel like I'm the only one in this community who really likes baseball. LOL. MLB 21 going to Game Pass is dope, honestly. More people get to try it out. But Sony are cucks for not having that on PS Now, which I agree with. We got Todd Boogie with the big boy $20 donation. He said, I'm trying to put a one-time payment up for that Shimigami Tensei 3 stream, BG. Can you use a stimmy on recurring payments? Okay. We got they're trying to get your stream there, BG. We got Jack Sutcliffe. He says Final Fantasy VII Remake PS4 timed exclusive deal is done. Hey Square, where the PC version at? Or did Sony extend the deal with the PS5 version? No, I think the deal is up, yo. We got Andrew
I
Wilkins.
think it's extended.
Yeah, you say you think it's extended?
Yeah, I think I read it somewhere that it's extended.
Oh, real shit. No, that's crazy. We got Andrew Wilkins. He said, "An Xbox curse strikes again with Outriders. Xbox fans are too stupid to realize." Oh Lord, Xbox fans are too stupid to realize everything they hype up for Xbox ends up being a lie or a flop. We got.
I actually know a lot of PlayStation guys that like Outriders.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. We got Bless011. If you can't handle customer complaints in your job, then quit. The job is not for you. The customer is always right. We got Popcorn Movies Games. We need Days Gone 2. After that ending, they can give us a break on The Last of Us. We got Long Dong Silver. He says Factions 2 would be out if BG spent less time gassing up Herman Hitler Holst and left Neil Goatman alone. I agree. We got Papa John's. Who's down with The Last of Us remaking their character model likeness to be made after the HBO show? Like how Spider-Man PS5 made Peter Parker look like Tom Holland. I would not be with that at all. We got Forget Me Not. All those people crying about Sony Japan. When was it? Okay, all those people crying about Sony Japan when y'all didn't buy the games. Okay, there you go.
I did.
We got S Blanks in 95. Blandrew, can we see your trophies for all that capping you do? Also, is Jack done having conniptions? Whole lot of complaining for nothing. I don't agree with that, sir. We got Shot Red 555. BG, always been a selfish bastard. Nothing new. The Raven, the Raven flow. BG about to drop a fire album called "That's Not What I Meant." we got King Quiso. He said, "This is for Jack. That boy a fool today." LOL. Hey BG, let me get that. Hold on, I gotta refresh him because there's some more that came in. Shit. We almost done. Actually, we not almost done. Where we at? Shit. Hold on. We got okay. We got Kenj Jamo, Broken Empathy HDR. We got Tarek Ahmed. We already read this one, but he said BG making sense. Everybody else is being obtuse on purpose. LOL. Soul King with the big boy $100 donation said the trial.
Yeah, BG, we getting paid today, so we gonna need our cut.
The trial of BG, a Netflix original. Booba Feet said Black Bond.
Boba Fett.
No, it say feet though. It's saying feet. I don't know.
He probably spelt it that way or something.
Yeah, Black Bun, how good are you at math? He said that again. Soul King with another big boy $100 donation. Was supposed to do this earlier, but couldn't catch live. Make sure y'all hit the like button though. Hey, shout out to Soul King, man. Really big supporter of all of our channels, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Soul King.
Boba Fett, Booba Feet. I don't know what your name is, fam, but he said very good at math. That's good. Here's some more, and he donated again. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
Oh no! It's a new one just came in. It say God of War. Miko19 said God of War put an assumed 2020 release date on their JPEG. There you go.
The other thing I was going to say about Medium Molecule is Media Molecule games definitely ain't making no money. So
At all.
Listen, at all. So their next project, they're gonna have to come hard, like, and actually make a game people want to play.
I
Like,
read
actually
something.
want to play.
I read something that said they're looking to expand to other platforms.
That
With
Dreams
Dreams?
should have been.
Yeah,
on
they
PC.
said their studio is getting increased or something like that, and they're looking to branch out to other platforms.
Their games need to be on PC just for the creative aspects.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
true.
I think Sony, honestly, might need to consider shutting them down and be real with you, and I wouldn't be mad at it. And they need to. I do think Sony needs to, make some, develop some new studios from the ground up and buy some to replace the ones that are no longer there. I do think they need to do that because Media Molecule ain't cutting it no more. I mean, they've never cut it, honestly. I don't think they made any game I've ever liked.
So, do you have a problem with Sony cutting out kooky and quirky games and Japanese-centric games from their first-party lineup, or no? BG.
Not most of them. The only one I really like. Okay, I did think. God damn it! What's the
Gravity Rush?
Yeah, well, Gravity Rush, but the other one with the dog cat, Last Guardian. I thought
Last Guardian.
was okay. I thought that was okay. I like their games more like the games they released on like PS2, PS3 times, but like recently they haven't made anything I really like that. So I don't really care that they're kind of gone. Because it's like it's
I'm not
really,
surprised.
it's really what have you done for me lately, and they haven't done much lately. So you can.
I thought you liked Gravity Rush.
I did, but like Gravity Rush 2 came out like what was that? 2015,
January 2017.
Yeah. Gravity Rush 2 came out 2017. Really?
Yeah, like Yakuza. It came out the same month as Resident Evil Village, I believe. Wait, not Village. What's that other one? 7. The first person one, whatever it was.
7.
Yeah, still, it's like, what have you done for me lately? And they don't do it consistently. I don't know if that's like Sony's fault for not like giving them that, that ability to make games.
Their games were never really advertised like that either.
No, of course not. They not even marketing MLB, bro. If you didn't know any better, I would have thought MLB The Show 21 was an Xbox game.
Oh yeah, you see when
They got the marketing deal.
The shit is crazy. I seen a picture of GameStop. That bitch had green banners and play it first. I'm like, what the fuck? just a PlayStation? What the fuck going on, man?
With MLB The Show, bro, like most years, I only know it's coming out because it's like I think it mostly comes out in April or May.
They
That's
usually
the
have
only reason I really know it's
They
coming
usually
out.
have commercials though, like.
Not crazy like that. They've been toned down on the advertising. I think at this point they just like think people assume or know that it's coming. Because I don't think the MLB audience changes from year to year. I think it's typically the same people.
That's another problem with PlayStation. They don't market their games unless they're big budget AAA. Also, and another smaller complaint that people have is like the PlayStation Store. There's no discoverability on it. It's just the way it's formatted. You wouldn't even know some of these fucking games are coming out or have came out. You just wouldn't even know. So it's a lot that's just they need to work on.
Yeah, indie devs used to rant on that store a lot of the time back in the day.
Yeah, because you can't even see they shit for real. They bury it under so much bullshit. And you wonder why these games don't want to come to PlayStation, man. Hate to see it. But of course, VG doesn't care.
What I want
games are trash
PlayStation to
unless it's Kenna
what I want PlayStation to do is to continue making AAA games because I do like a good amount of them. There's several. Listen, I gotta say it is pretty disrespectful. It's very disrespectful today to Sony Bend and Days Gone. For them to pitch you Days Gone 2, even though I didn't like Days Gone, right? I didn't like it. I couldn't finish it. I think it's very disrespectful for you to like turn down Days Gone 2 pitch, but just because Kojima is Kojima, you allowed him to make a game about hiking and walking.
And gave him your first party engine too, to put on every platform.
You literally gave this man everything he wanted simply off of his name. Not the game he actually made.
I'm
not
not
the product, but simply because of his name.
Well, Kojima's like, nah, he like a fucking rock star, yo. He was gonna get what he wanted.
Yeah, that's like a Miyamoto.
He got clout. Yeah.
Oh, nobody even thought of what BG just said. You just ducked another game, didn't finish it.
Oh, you ain't beat it, BG?
What, Death Stranding?
If don't cut this out. Y'all been know I didn't like Days Gone.
I beat Death
I
Stranding.
remember you don't duck games.
I beat Death Stranding.
I played the game.
I didn't beat Days Gone, but I know
You,
it's
you,
terrible.
no, you ain't getting away with this one. Today is like the roast BG day.
Let's go.
How many times you get
real
on
hard.
Smooth? How many times you get on Smooth for playing games and not finishing them?
Ooh.
No,
I told BG. I told BG now would be the perfect time to get into Dragon Ball Fighters while he's not playing anything else.
You see his new update that just came out? It says
y'all doing a whole lot of reaching right now. Y'all gonna sprain something.
y'all see this? It says PSA various PS3 updates no longer downloadable. Patch games now.
Yep.
There you go.
Just retweeted that.
We get on Smooth for playing games and not beating them. It be games he claims he liked.
Yeah, no, that's also
I
not
been
true.
told y'all I didn't like Days Gone.
I don't care if you like them or hate them. I can't make fun of somebody for playing and putting down games if I'm doing the same thing.
You can.
You might think you can, but you won't get called on it.
Absolutely can, sir. Listen, dropping games are not made equal. Everything ain't made equal, bro.
Oh my god.
It's not. Okay, Smooth picks up Resident Evil 2, an amazing game across the board, quality, and drops it.
Some people like that like Death Stranding though.
It's not the same as a very flawed game like Days Gone. It's not the same.
Oh, you didn't beat Days Gone either. Yikes.
I heard that PS5 version is buttery, so you might want to check that out.
Buttery smooth, yeah. What my man?
I put down Days Gone, and I put up the tweet. People saw the reason why I stopped playing Days Gone. I was playing the game, and I died 2 times in a row because of a bug. Because I was riding a motorcycle,
and that made you quit the game forever.
And bro, but it happened 2 times in a row, and I encountered bugs from the very start of the game. To the point where I was like, listen, there's too many bugs in this game. I can't do it.
Imagine if you quit every game you played because you died 2 times in a row to some shit you felt was wonky. You would beat no games.
No. It wasn't.
What's wrong with you, bro?
See, you see what Jack's trying to do?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
See what Jack's trying to do? You see, Jack, I know what you're trying to do. This ain't no wonky. I'm talking about an actual bug. I was riding a motorcycle, right? And then literally a tree that was not there suddenly grew roots and became a full-blown tree in less than a second. And I died from that.
I understand what you're saying, but my view about bugs and glitches is if you can actually get past it, I would not quit the game because of that.
Yeah, I just beat Balan Wonderworld, and that game was filled with glitches and bugs.
There was no tree, and then suddenly Groot just came out the freaking ground and killed me.
Did you beat Mafia 3, BG?
No, because that game's buggy too.
Oh, I'm about to say because Mafia 3 got similar shit like that.
BG, you be putting down a lot of games.
You beat? Oh, nigga, what games have you beat? No, what's going on?
No. I want to make sure we get this clear. So y'all telling me I should continue to beat super buggy games?
If you can surpass the bugs and it ain't game breaking.
Look, you spent a whole generation on PS3 on YouTube playing nothing but buggy, low frame rate, shit ass games. But now all of a sudden you think that you some patriarchal king and you weren't gaming with the peasants.
No, I didn't do that.
This shit is crazy.
So okay, as long as the bugs aren't game breaking, no matter how many bugs there are, I should keep playing it. I just want to get you on record, Jack.
It depends. But the shit you're saying is not. No, I'm saying if it's some shit where you can't really get past, or if you get past, it's just gonna be riddled with bugs after. Days Gone definitely has bugs. Don't get me wrong. There was a part in that game where it was like a jump that you could do, and in the middle of the jump, the game would just drop to 0 frames per second. Like it just freeze, like you took a fucking photo mode picture, right? Now, while that is very extremely annoying and it keep happening, I didn't put down the fucking game. Like, come on, bro. You played this shit for 50, 60 hours, and you gonna drop it? That's stupid as hell.
So why do people put down Cyberpunk?
No, that's a whole different situation. That's nowhere near the same. That's nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same.
That's different.
I'm gonna say that I played Days Gone and I got to damn near the very end and I dropped it because I was bored. And I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that unless you're like BG and you shame people for it. If you shame people for it, then you can't be doing it.
That's the point I was making.
But you put in like 40, you might as well just beat it. Like, let's just.
I might as well go back and beat it, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I got to the point where you had like found the girl and everything, and yeah,
we spoiled.
I was bored.
What this
It's
is
been
really
out 2 years.
It's coming to PC in a couple of days.
You ain't gonna
I
play it
guess.
now, BG?
what this is really about is people listen.
Oh,
I roast
here we
people,
go.
and people are upset because I bully them. So
Blah,
now they're
blah,
trying to
blah.
make
Shut up,
fake
Nick.
agendas
Shut up, Nick.
and lies
Shut
because
up, Nick.
PG bullied me. It's Joe.
No, we're just saying it's weird that you call yourself Broken Games, but you hate broken games. You know?
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Speak on it. Yes, sir.
Hey yo, Tony. What? Tony slipped you that bar? Hey yo, Tony.
You say Tony Ghostwriter? Oh man, that's crazy.
Tony, get out of Blandrew DMs, dog.
I mean, BG snapping Blu-ray discs and everything is he frustrated with the game, but you gonna quit because of some bugs.
This shit crazy, man.
Listen, listen. No matter what y'all say to me tonight, I'm still gonna bully you niggas. So I don't.
You're not bullying nobody.
It's like you the one getting
Y'all
bullied, man.
get
What's
bullied.
going on?
Who are you bullying? You on the ground getting mashed out by like 10 pairs of Tims, and you talk about you bullying people.
Y'all still gonna get this work.
What's up, Tony? What did he say?
That nigga got kicked quick.
He said something, and I couldn't hear him over BG.
Yo, this man got deleted.
Half the word out.
No, he said the full thing.
He just said my name, and then he left. I couldn't hear him.
You know, Tony Tonsils paralyzed, so he can't really talk properly. This shit's crazy. Shout out to my man.
Now hold up. I came in. I said bars are back. You know the
bars are back. That's what you said.
Bars are back.
I thought you said
Yes,
body
sir.
bag. I was like, what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tony got everybody around here writing mediocre bars on the pad, man.
Why don't you get in the ring with him then?
Oh yeah, you want to battle Tony? Jiggy
Yeah.
Battle League was good. Episode 4.
Shit, I'll do it.
You know what they say in real bout? Get in the ring.
Hey man, I can put y'all down for episode 4, man. No, I can't have Tony in too many battles. He ain't proven himself yet.
Let me fly through some other news real quick. E3 digital event has happened. Confirmed publishers: Capcom, Konami, Xbox, Nintendo, Take-Two, Warner Bros, Koch Media, or as Jack told us, it's actually called Cock Media.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yo.
And PlayStation will not be there. They're doing their own thing apparently again.
We'll see.
So Blandrew.
So
You're the special kid.
no, I'm not betting you, so you can drop that.
Will Retro Studios show a game?
I'm not betting you, but honestly, I have no idea. Again, because I think that's going to be whatever their successor is. I think that's what that's coming out on.
You know, so you see, here's the thing. All you fanboys like to talk a bunch of hot shit, but when it comes time to put your money where your mouth is, Smooth the only one that's willing to do it.
And how's that going for him?
I didn't say that. I mean, look, he would have won 3 bets, but he don't listen to me. He just let BG walk away with free money or not losing his money.
No, I'm good. I don't even care about like Metroid Prime like that to be putting money up for it. Now, if this is betting if Monolith Soft will show their new game, that's probably different.
We know that ain't happening either.
You want to put some money on that?
We could potentially do that.
Okay.
On this podcast, I run the numbers for my accountant.
Other news.
Wait, BG, how do you feel about Sony? You know, chicken without the seasoning not being at E3.
I mean, listen. I feel they should listen. My stance is that you should always go to E3. I've been about that. I think you should always go to E3. Well, and this is going to be the first digital E3. I don't know how much of an impact. I mean, based on other digital events that have gone really well, yeah, I still think you should go to E3. And I said like you should, even when we were like people were going in person, I still feel like you should go because I just feel like it has like a certain element of, you know, the big theater screen and everybody being there and people, even people watching at home. I always think you should
meeting with your internet buddies and
so. Yeah, I disagree with them not being there.
Because there's this narrative going around that we don't need E3 and E3's trash and all this. So.
E3 is.
Just wondering
when's
if
the
you're
last time E3 has been good? I've been telling you it's trash every year since like 2012,
2016.
2019.
2016. I said
You're wrong.
It was great.
And every year you got, oh my god, it's so disappointing, and Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo suck.
2015 was fire. 2016, I think 2018 and 2019. I might be wrong.
2019 was good for Nintendo. At the very least, I do remember that.
And what they announced.
But I absolutely know 2015 and 16 was fire.
What they announced, Blandrew, in 2019?
They announced Dragon Quest Hero coming to Smash. They announced Dragon Quest 11S with the updated orchestra and the sprites. They announced their partnership with Microsoft to put Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. No More Heroes 3, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
So
a couple other stuff.
A game that hasn't come out yet.
Here we go.
2 years ago it announced. Breath of the Wild 2. 2 years later, we still haven't seen. Them niggas gave you a $76 remaster of an old game and a character in Smash, and you call that fire? Shut your dumb ass.
I said there was Trials of Mana. That was another one that was shown. Panzer Dragoon.
Nobody care about Trials of Mana.
Bon, you literally have a video on your channel right now praising Nintendo's E3 2019. I don't know why you're trying to argue me with this.
Because it's not trash, but it wasn't good. You guys are out here talking about, oh, they're making fire announcements. Like, shut up, Blandrew. I'm trying to hear that shit today.
Kotaku had reported that Halo Infinite got delayed based on a fake Twitter account that reported that it was getting delayed. And yeah, they didn't do their research. They just saw the tweet from it was a fake Xbox account or a fake Halo account. Yeah, and they ran and wrote the article and published it and looked like dumbasses. It was terrible for them. When all they had to do was look for the blue check mark. That's what I do every single time I see some major announcement. I'm like, nope, I need to see this blue check mark. And they couldn't even do that. It's not like you had to like double check to see, like, you know, you didn't have to go to another source. You just had to look for a blue check mark, and they couldn't even do that. And they look like dummies. And they apologized for it. They said, yeah, we got our bad.
Pokemon Sword and Shield came out in 2019, and that was probably the most complained about Pokemon game ever.
Yeah, that was bad. I sold my Switch with that shit.
Bond got to understand, what happens after the E3s isn't really relevant.
It's completely relevant.
It's not really.
Okay, so Phil Spencer been saying that he gonna fix the Windows Store for 3 years now. That shit still ain't fixed. Gears of War Tactics still crashing. Microsoft been saying for 5 years we're about to change, and we still waiting.
No, I agree with both BG and Bond, because look at the PS5 reveal. People were happy with it, but then after the reveal, news started coming about prices, the game's going to the PS4, all types of stuff, and people just kind of were like, eh.
Y'all let yourselves get sold a fucking dream, and then when Nightmares and Thanos comes and crushes your fucking reality with the Infinity Gauntlet, then y'all don't want to say anything.
Events are based on the moment. Bond be like looking at shit that happened 3 years after E3, and they're like, that E3 was trash.
See, here's the problem. Y'all live in the exact moment in time. Like
That's what I've been
No. Like I've been telling from the beginning, I have the foresight. Y'all be playing checkers. I'm playing chess. Talking about, they announced Breath of the Wild in 2019. It's 2021. We have not seen anything about Breath of the Wild 2, Blandrew.
So
it's not gonna come.
What do you mean so?
So we'll see it when we see it.
Whoa,
I'm really not over here stressing about Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh my god. We'll see it when we see it. Well, you know what?
I'm just happy to know that it's going to be a thing.
Everything is just amazing, because we'll see amazing when amazing comes out. Great. Okay. Another good thing. You used to make fun of the phrase "greatness awaits." Why? We'll see it when we see it. We'll await it when we await it.
Actually, I don't remember ever doing that, but
no, you were teasing greatness awaits. Oh, you Sony guys don't have anything. You're waiting just like us. I see a lot of you guys. I don't have a problem with what a lot of you guys say, but like Mocha said to that Alex guy, y'all need to be keeping the same energy. You guys are moving funny today. Y'all be one way one day, and the next week, next month, or next year, you try to act another. I don't know about that.
Nobody.
One thing I'll say about Jimmy is definitely the most consistent person around.
No, he's not. I am.
Because he don't say nothing. Like,
he just has to like Ubisoft. That's all he has to do.
Oh, that's consistency, though.
You right.
No,
Chaton,
nobody is more consistent than me. Y'all niggas is haters,
Boy,
bro.
shut your ass up.
You flip flop more than everybody. We catch you every other day.
Y'all lying, bro.
This man got a pack of Uno
lying
flip-flop
like
cards.
creating false narratives, bro?
Crazy,
bro. You know what's crazy? I look back at my tweets that are like, well, damn. Technically, I haven't had a Twitter account for more than a year because I got banned like 10 times. But I've seen tweets.
Don't let the people know that, BG.
From 5-6 years ago because people saved them, right? And I'm still saying the same thing now.
So you still stupid.
You still think the Switch is gonna flop?
That's
Only sell 13 million.
You ugly, you know that?
I have my moments.
Who, me?
No offense, BG, but if Mocha called me ugly or any of us ugly, it would have more weight than another man calling us ugly.
Nigga, you ugly too. Shut up, nigga.
I don't care what another man says about my looks.
Nigga, shut up.
Like I said, if Mocha started coming at my looks, it would be taken into consideration. But I'm not interested in what another man has to say.
Nigga, when I call you ugly, it's not really about your looks, nigga. You just ugly, nigga.
I don't care.
Let me say your soul.
You be trying to style jack all my hairstyles, but you try to call me ugly.
Whoa, shut up.
That shit's crazy.
You got any? I mean, listen, we roast a lot about you, Bond.
That's fine. I can take it. I'm not crying, complaining about it.
All right, cool.
Anyway,
BG,
y'all want to see BG get caught in 4K every other day? Follow me on Twitter.
Never happened.
Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I keep the receipts on deck.
Oh,
Go ahead.
We need that.
Every other day, 3 times a week.
How that meme go? It was a fake. Fiction. Never happened. It was a lie.
And the sad thing is, Mocha not lying. Like, sometimes I just be logged on Twitter at random times, and Mocha come up with the smoke every time. Like, damn, got his ass again.
Cause he say the craziest shit, and he be getting away with it. Not on my watch. I'm tired of him.
Yeah, Mocha the Twitter police right now.
Like I said, BG's the fun police, so it's only fair.
It's only fair.
That's true. That's true.
I bully them with the truth, and they be trying to get back at me, but I understand. It's all right. I understand. What else I got? There was a job advertisement for PlayStation head of mobile. It reveals plans for the role to focus on adapting PlayStation's most popular franchises for mobile.
Awesome.
Please don't.
My thoughts on this: I don't care about this now. As long as you're not obviously not getting no Sony first-party studios to work on this. If you're getting some back alley abortion studio to just wasn't there like a Nathan Drake run game? You know them games where you just run on the phone?
Yeah, Temple Run shit.
Yeah, like Temple Run. If you're making Nathan Drake do Temple Run or something like that, and it's made by some studio I don't care about, then I don't got a problem with it because them games, for some reason, they're super cheap, for one thing. So if you make I think there was that too. If you get a few people to buy them, then they're already profitable real quick. So I don't have a problem if you do that, but I don't necessarily, I just don't want no studios I care about working on no mobile, slums or nothing like that.
Yeah,
mobile slums.
Maybe they should just port Vita games to the phone. That would be nice.
What else I got? Sony London is hiring for a new IP. Don't they only make VR games?
Didn't they close Sony London down? Or they reopened it? What happened?
I know of. Let me see.
I just swore they closed that shit down and then But no, ain't this never mind. I'm thinking about something else.
Nope. This was reported just a day ago. Sony London studio hiring for new IP. Their last few games have been VR games. Listen, I want them to get back to making, because they made The Getaway, which was the fire game. I believe that was Sony London, and I want them to get back to making games like that. Yeah, they made The Getaway back in 2004, and since then it's been iToy, PlayStation VR World, Blood and Truth, which is another VR game.
I think this is a different London studio, yo. I think it's two different ones. I don't know. I know I ain't crazy.
Look at the games they're listed.
I remember The Getaway. Wasn't that like Driver?
Yeah, it was like Driver. They made PlayStation Home. I didn't even know they were the studio that developed PlayStation Home. Trash, by the way.
Yep.
all the social rejects who be in PlayStation Home.
All right, don't be making fun of Pyro like that.
He definitely, stand for PlayStation Home.
The same people on Second Life.
Oh Lord.
What else we got? Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer might be canceled. They might not be, working on that anymore. I thought they officially canceled it. He said that they would have to reevaluate and see if they want to continue, but it's probably canceled because they got their hands full trying to fix, the single player. So that's another promise that CD Projekt Red broke.
Another one.
Man, they had the worst year of a game developer ever.
Yeah.
People are like, back to what Dick Ryder's PR was stating. What does being critical and everything do? Shut up, stop hurting our feelings. Oh, shortchange a lot of what CD Projekt Red does. They talk about reorganizing everything about how they do.
Yeah, there's
a
rumor.
I was wondering if you guys talked about the easy mode thing or no.
Easy mode. What's that?
Wait, what?
That little Twitch streamer or whatever that went on this whole rant that got trending.
Oh, that was stupid.
There's a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber that does that like almost every year. There's nothing wrong with playing easy mode. Man, shut your dumb ass up. Yes, they do that every year to justify that they're bums. That's. How
I personally don't care, but yeah.
You got to at least play on normal. That's my stance.
I know. If you're an adult, you need to play on normal. Easy is for kids.
I never even played on easy as a kid.
I wouldn't even agree with that. I would say easy is for people that are not online giving their opinions on games. If you're playing on easy, I don't want to hear your fucking opinions. Point blank, period.
Easy is for people who are learning the game mechanics. Like they're not even like a gamer. Like I plan to make my wife play The Last of Us, right? But she's not used to games where you have to control the camera, right? The only games she knows are arcade games, side scrollers and stuff like that, where you don't have to like turn the camera.
Why I keep hearing that about women? They can't control the camera in games.
Yeah, a lot of people that don't know how to play games, the dual analog camera and an aiming really messes them up. Which is why I said,
and I'm not understanding this. You just use your thumbs. Like
it's not a fun like. We had a conversation one time about games you would have somebody play if they were to learn the skills to game. You would have to have somebody play a platformer.
Yep.
A 2D platformer to learn the basis of what a game is. A 3D platformer so they can learn how to move in 3D while manipulating a camera. And then you would have to give them a first-person shooter like Doom or something, or Quake back in the day, something where they're aiming in real time. Then you combine the skills of what a game is, how to move in a 3D environment, and how to aim. If somebody doesn't possess those abilities, they can't game.
I don't think it's no excuse to not know how to control the camera, because my kids are literally 5 and 7 and they play Roblox and they're controlling their person and the camera at the same damn time. And
because Koizumi from Nintendo, I believe he said the reason Mario Galaxy was the way it was is because he saw a bunch of people playing Sunshine or something like that, and they just
can't manipulate the camera.
Yeah, they had to keep stopping their character moving just to use the camera. So he was like, "This is weird." So that's why.
How come y'all didn't call Mocha out on what she just said
about her kids?
She said she had a 5 and a 7-year-old that are adequately playing games that have to manipulate cameras, but me beating games at age 5 is somehow a ridiculous feat.
No, I mean it makes sense. That's probably all they've known is the dual analog control. So
but it's like basic human like how can you not know? I just can't grasp. Like how can you?
I assume your kids, kids adapt better, right, to something new. So I think once you play one 3D game that you have to control a camera, you can kind of like do the others. My wife, I don't think she's ever played a game where she has to control a camera. Every game she's played is just some arcade shit or on rails that she just has to move in one direction with like one button or some shit like that.
So is that Smooth's problem?
I don't have any problem.
So that's why I want to use The Last of Us to teach her how to control a camera. Right, it might be hard, like because I'm gonna have to. Okay, you got to use this to aim. You gotta.
That game way too advanced, Joe. Crafting and all that. She gonna be confused.
I'm gonna put it on easy though.
Oh, she ain't gonna have to turn the camera in that shit.
I mean, you got people like Angry Joe playing on disabled mode.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Honestly, that's what easy is for. It's for people that are kind of disabled, in my opinion, to be honest.
I think it's for people who really don't like video games, but they just want to stream them, and they don't want to have to put in any effort and actually being good at it.
Lame.
It's crazy when you say it, but
People,
Or you
I
work
like a
at
lot of
IGN.
people stream for the money. They don't stream because
I know, but it just sounds
Just say
weird.
my name, Mocha. Don't be sending subliminals. But
Who?
no, they need to get off Twitch if that's the case. I might want to see that shit.
Like a lot of people do it, and they're getting away with it. They're making a lot of money, and they're not really playing the game for real.
No chicks love validation.
Oh, here we go.
And if you're a girl and you're playing video games, you get a lot of validation.
Anytime Bond says anything, here we go.
I'm just saying, look, if we're being honest, it's a lot easier for a woman to get started in game streaming than it is for
absolutely.
Jack Move can start on Twitch right now, and so could Mocha from Ground Zero. Who do you think going to get more attention and more traffic?
Oh, absolutely.
Mocha, if she
Ain't
puts
nobody
a camera
checking
on.
for Jack's cleavage.
Listen, Mocha last live stream had more views than my average Twitch streams. I seen it.
No, it did not.
You
I
had
like
24
viewers.
views. You had 24
You
viewers.
having like 50
combined, maybe not on Twitch.
And Jack been doing this for like 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. I need to hang this shit up, man.
I've been told you, Jack. Are we live, bro? Is where you shine.
I see.
Listen,
them things doing numbers.
Mocha slacking. She needs to turn on that camera. She know what's up.
Yes, sir.
If she really want that money.
See, my thing is like when I'm playing the game and I feel like people are staring at me, it kind of just throws me off and makes me uncomfortable. So
You want these Twitch subs or not? I know what's up. You playing games.
I concentrate better when I know people aren't just freaking staring at me.
You gotta be able to play in the clutch.
Yeah.
Just wear a Mexican wrestling mask or some shit like that.
What?
I'll tune in for that.
Ski mask. Where Jack one? Yeah, where? Jack ski mask?
As a girl, I realized that if you're streaming and you have your camera on, like I like having my camera on sometimes, just not all the time, but I have noticed that when it is on, people comment on my appearance more than the game, and that's kind of annoying sometimes. You know?
It's not them you should be watching out for. It's the people who are in the chat that don't talk.
That's how you monetize your stream, though. Fuck. I mean, I wouldn't give a fuck if they. Hey, man, listen. They bringing that wallet out. Who give a fuck what they looking at?
Yeah. And also, like female Twitch streamers. A lot of female Twitch streamers think they slick. They be like, they'll be talking about their outfits and be like, "Oh yeah, this is a top I just bought," and "Oh, you like it? Oh,
some of these chicks,
I might wear." You know,
subscribe. I'll do jumping jacks, bend over in the camera. Like, what the fuck going on over here? Like, they
I'll write your name on the chalkboard.
Yeah, they know the vibes, man.
I mean, every girl wants to look good on stream. I'm all about looking good on stream. It's just for me getting comfortable with being on camera while I'm playing the game at the same time. That's like my biggest thing.
Can
you know what question I'm about to ask next? What sports did you play growing up, Mocha?
Oh, here we go.
I ran track.
You ran track? So why was it an issue for people to watch you while you run, but not when you game?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't know.
Because I'm a firm believer people that can't play under pressure didn't play sports. So now you're an anomaly because you said you played a sport.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's different. Like, as far as like having, you know what's funny? I feel like if I was like actually like, let's say like on a stage in like the middle of like a building and people were like looking at me, that would be one thing. It's like being on camera for me. I don't know what it is about just being on camera that just throws me off my game, but I mean, I feel like I'll get comfortable the more that I do it, you know?
You got to build a stage then at home.
Yeah, get to it.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Facts. Second to last thing. So there was this rumor about about Kojima doing a deal with Xbox. It has like no real validity to it. I'm not saying it's not real, but like it's just complete speculation and rumor. You know how these dudes do.
Is Jeff Grubb credible or no?
Not really.
No.
Yeah. A little bit. Hey, BG, I hope this is true so I can give BG a L again, because when this rumor came out, you said, "Look at these stupid nerd motherfuckers. It's a Kojima thing in the background. Y'all just be reaching." You remember that? Sony's been quiet. Does that mean Silent Hill's coming out? You remember that quote? So yeah, you made fun of all that. So if this is true, You were completely wrong again. That would be crazy.
And the Sega thing, I'm still waiting on
that. Would be crazy.
No, here's the thing though. Like these execs, they be putting every little knickknack in their background. So like, okay,
but why? But this is the thing about Phil Spencer though. Why does he have a Kojima Productions logo up? There's no Kojima Production game on fucking Xbox. Why does he have that?
They all lick his ass.
Man.
He's a fan.
I get that, but no, dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, Phil Spencer do shit like that. He do them little sneaky, hints at shit too. He known for that.
Maybe. What we do know is, if this is true, Xbox is getting the better Kojima game, and Kojima screwed Sony and gave them some experimental bullshit.
My only issue with this whole situation is dudes are out here saying Kojima can finally, have creative freedom and all the money. Bitch, what the fuck you think Death Stranding was? Come on, man. Y'all do. I don't get it. I know y'all are stupid. I know y'all mentally disabled, but you got to come better than that on the timeline, man. Y'all tripping.
Who else? Like, who else would give well, a lot of others would, because it's Kojima, but like an unlimited budget and allowed him to make a walking simulator.
Microsoft will do it. They got what else they got to lose?
Come on, man. Microsoft got a lot of
money. They say they have MGS games on Xbox. I said Kojima Productions, sir. They've only made Death Stranding. This is a new company. Sorry.
Last topic. Blandrew, you said that PS1 games and PS2 games age better than PS3 games and up. That's what you said.
Yes.
Sir?
I can't even explain it, but I've played PS1 and PS2 games. No, I've played PS1 and PS2 games, and I'm like, these feel a lot better than PS3 games for the most part, as far as the ones I play.
You're half right. You're half right, Blandrew. I will say I will disagree with you on the PS1, but I will agree with you on the PS2. I'm over at my brother's house last night. We were playing Nightfire on the GameCube. You would be surprised how many games on the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2 run at 60 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
PS1, I will disagree with you, but we really didn't get into the welfarization of games with these sub 30 frames per second games until consoles went HD.
That's true.
Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PS2 ran at 60 frames per second, if you didn't know.
Metroid Prime, all those games.
Metroid Prime, 60, yeah. There were tons of 60 frames per second games before gaming went HD.
Yeah, I disagree that a game's playability and how well it aged comes down to frame rate.
Frame rates. First of all, I gotta wholly disagree with you because of two things. One, frame rate really matters. Go play an old N64 game. Try to play Ocarina of Time at 24 frames per second. Tell me frame rate doesn't matter. Two, damn, I forgot my train of thought. Oh yeah, two, older games have more complexity in gameplay, and that's a fact.
Yep.
Newer games, like if you look at Far Cry 2 compared to 3, 4, and 5, the old Far Cry 2, the complexities and the systems of older games are actually designed to gamers and not brain dead people like Smooth.
That's why
yes, games in the PS2 era definitely do age better.
That's why like a lot of Nintendo fans be getting mad at games like Paper Mario and stuff like that, because they just felt like there was more to those games compared to even Fire Emblem to those games compared to what they do.
Speaking of Fire Emblem, did you hear the rumor?
Yeah, they're remaking Path of Radiance and
Radiant Dawn. If they do that, I'm going to be so pissed off at Nintendo.
I'm gonna buy them, but those games should just be double pack remasters. Just upscale them and drop and be done with it.
And they continue to remake old games, and we still have never gotten Thrashia 776 or Genealogy of the Holy War. There's two games that have never been localized outside Japan, and we're remaking games that we recently had a couple consoles ago.
Well, to be fair, those Fire Emblem games didn't sell all that well, and they go for like $150 plus right now. So
agree, but what I'm saying is the pinnacle of Fire Emblem has always been said to be Thrashia and Genealogy of the Holy War, and we have never been able to play them. And those were the best-selling games of their time. And we still can't play them.
Speaking of PS3, Jack, those prices.
Yeah, man. I just got outbid on Ratchet and Clank, $72 they wanted for the
game. Games don't matter.
Hold up, now y'all care about playing old games and backward compatibility?
Another thing the PlayStation fan base attacked me for, but
Hey, when did retarded people start watching this podcast? This man said being hyped for a game and looking forward to it aren't the same thing. Nigga, what?
Actually, yeah, okay.
It's not.
Being hyped to bang a hot chick and being looking forward to it definitely are the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're looking forward to it, that means if you're looking forward to it, that means you're going to indulge in it, right? And if you're gonna indulge it and you're looking forward to doing that, you're hyped about doing that. Point blank, period.
No,
are people retarded?
Okay. It's not the same thing at all.
It's definitely interchangeable.
If you're not hyped for it, you wouldn't be looking forward
Exactly. To be hyped for something, you have to look forward to it. It makes no sense.
It's like trying to debate good versus great. I mean, at the end of the day, they both kind of mean the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all.
Jack, you hyped to go out to your favorite restaurant, but you're not looking forward to eat their food.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
It's not the same thing at all.
It doesn't make sense.
It's not the same thing at all.
To be hyped for something, you have to be looking forward to it. Point blank.
Y'all hyped to watch the Super Bowl this year, guys, but I'm not looking forward to watching it. Like, huh?
I'm looking forward to Returnal, but I'm not hyped about it. All right, man.
It's not the same thing at all.
But don't buy it. I mean, I don't get
an example. I mean, look. I was never hyped for Control. I looked forward to it. There's nothing about it was like, oh, I'm like hype to me is when you're truly excited.
No.
Like,
that's where the problem. That's what y'all thinking. I'm saying you got to be screaming and fucking twirling around the room. No, nigga, like you can be hyped for something and show no emotion whatsoever.
Listen, hype to me is when you have a level of excitement that you can like tangibly feel. I didn't feel that way towards Control, but I still looked forward to it because I was interested in it. I was never hyped.
Level just wasn't super high. That's all.
I'm hyped for the NBA playoffs to start. You don't see me screaming on Twitter about it every fucking day, but I'm looking forward to it at the same time. You don't have to show something to. Come on, man, y'all being stupid.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. BG, you're a communications major, aren't you?
It's not the same at all.
Aren't you a communications major?
Yes, and it's not the same at all. I'm not doing it.
Yo, you were cheating your ass off in school, weren't you? God damn.
Like
somebody can't convey a point to save his goddamn life.
Like somebody said, hype is an emotion and it's a feeling.
Okay.
Looking forward to something is just
how you feel. It's how you feel.
How you feel.
No, it's not.
Shut the fuck up. Stop.
Looking forward to something is simply you have interest. That's all it is. It's just
interest is a feeling.
Wait. Would you say that being hype about something is like the same thing as being excited?
Excitement, I think those are interchangeable. Yeah.
So you think those are synonyms, right?
Sure.
Okay, because I literally just looked up the definition of what it does mean to look forward to something, and it says to feel pleased and excited about something that is going to happen. I'm looking forward to my vacation.
So being hyped and looking for
the same thing.
It's literally a synonym, and you got niggas in the comment section arguing with Merriam-Webster. I'm about to ban all you motherfuckers. That's a synonym. That's a synonym recognized by the English language. Okay. Shut the fuck up!
I hate when people say words like crazy words. I'm like, you don't even know what that word means.
Go ahead.
Shit is crazy.
Definition. Get him, Mocha. That's a tactic straight from the Book of Bond.
Not a dictionary line. Not a dictionary line.
I'm looking up. Look forward to in the dictionary. I'm looking up excitement.
Look forward to is not a word, BG.
But you know you can put words together.
Look forward to
you can put words together.
I can't wait is not in the dictionary, BG.
Yo, this nigga looking up whole phrases in the in the podcast, man. In the podcast,
bro. Hold on.
In the podcast, man.
Now y'all being dumb on purpose.
This shit is crazy.
Hold on, y'all being dumb on purpose. Now you know that you can look up the definition of two words together in the dictionary, right?
But looking forward to is not two words.
He's looking up. I can't wait.
Bro, there are words in the dictionary. All right, niggas being dumb on purpose. So there's no words in the dictionary that you can look up the definition to that are two words, right? There's none. That's what you're telling me.
Nigga, you use three. That's what we're saying.
No, because y'all being dumb on purpose now. There are literally, you can open the dictionary and you can find the definition of two words together.
Let me go to the dictionary and type in looking forward to.
Dumb on purpose. You can literally look it up in the dictionary. What are you talking about?
I typed in looking forward to and got
bro,
no
you
results. I got log of wood.
That's what BG been sitting on this whole podcast. This nigga.
Like I literally said, you can type in "look forward" in Google and dictionary, and it will bring it up. What are you talking about?
To wait or hope for, especially pleasure.
Bro, y'all want to counter my point so bad, y'all sound retarded.
Bro, she gave you a dictionary definition and shut you down.
Bro,
what you talking about?
No, I'm literally looking at a different definition right now, and it's saying "look forward to." It means to feel excited about something happening in the future. And then you agreed that being hype is another word for being excited.
Thank you.
Oh, she got your stupid ass.
Wrap it up.
Wait. I'm about to. No. Bro, I literally just looked up "look forward to" in the Merriam dictionary and it came up. You literally just told me that.
Did you black out when she just explained that?
Black out when she just told you that? Bro, you just said you can't look up multiple words in the dictionary. What are you talking about?
She just looked it up and explained it to you.
You just said it didn't exist.
Oh my god. End the podcast.
Bro, so niggas, bro,
my
did
God.
Bond not just say that you can't look up multiple words in the dictionary? Did I not
She just looked up what she said and gave you that she basically she caught you in a circular logic to prove your hypocrisy.
Ooh, that was heat.
She
That was heat. That was heat.
just
That was heat.
owned you with your own meaning
That
and
was
you
heat.
completely missed it.
That was
She
heat.
did you
Bro,
like I did Kid Smooth.
I'm
And you
talking about
literally
Bond
just missed
sidestepping
it.
right now. Bond sidestepping right now. This is what he does.
How?
Because you said something didn't exist, and it does.
BG, she literally let you dog walk yourself. That's not what you're understanding. She let you dig your own grave on it.
No. You got destroyed, and now you trying to make this about
BG.
You got destroyed. And now you trying to make this about
everybody else understands what Mocha just did to you, but me. Okay,
bro. I'm not talking about Mocha. I'm talking about what you said. What about what you said? Okay. Tell me about you, Bond.
BG, we led you down the hill like we do Kid Smooth. You walked right into the trap. Mocha turned her trap card over and said, "Hold these nuts."
I know. You talking about what Bond said. You want to talk about Mocha.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
This shit is crazy.
Should we read the rest of these super chats, BG? Or
yes.
Are you looking forward to rereading these, BG? Never mind. Let me see here.
PGEXE has stopped working.
Holding these nuts, nigga.
Sheesh. Okay, well, let me see here. That boy BG really stupid. It says Brian Lobo said, "Remember everyone, BG said that bullying works in game industry to get things done. Unless he's the one being bullied now, it's a problem."
I'm not being bullied. Niggas is listen, I destroy niggas' points and then they want to dance around it, but it's cool.
We got King Kiso or Quiso for the big boy $20 donation. BG cool, but he wild today. So let the BG slander continue. I agree. We got your boy Roy. Dang, Blandrew called Bond in 4K, LOL. Let me see here. We got Nicholas Stake, the true antagonist. My daughter is 4 and she can navigate my phone and tablet to play games. You have to be born in it. Born in 4K gamers. There we go.
Born an iPhone.
Yes, sir. We got Gideon Nick. He said, been telling Jack, are we live equals numbers. I fuck with Jack heavy, but watching someone else game is boring. But Are We Live is hilarious. I still watch old episodes. I appreciate that. We got Shot Red 555. He said, what do you say? Genealogy of the Holy War is too dark for Nintendo. I want that Fire Emblem game, and they're never gonna make it to make a game like that ever again. We got Booba Feet or Boba Fett. He says math is better than communication. Flex math than sports bot. Then we got the Raven Flow that says BG's acting like the barber from Coming to America. We got Nicholas Snake, the true antagonist. He says look up hype Mocha. We got Geekhead 188. He said Mocha, what's the definition of hypocrite? Oh shit, they on BG ass.
BG.
They can't be on my ass. They can't be on my ass. All you dumb niggas can suck a dick. I give a fuck what you saying.
What did Mocha say before about people in people's asses? Or was that you?
I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas saying. I'm right and you niggas retarded. I'm right and you niggas retarded.
Yo, I bet you your wife crushes you every day.
I give a fuck about what none of you niggas
Okay,
talking about.
we got another
You niggas
donation.
is wrong.
Jake the Senpai. He said, "How can you handle Nintendo fanboys?" Laughing emoji. There you go.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. So conclusion.
Jack, you want to tally these up for us, Jack?
Hey, low key, man. The super chats were going
Conclusion.
off today, man.
Conclusion, hyped is not the same thing as looking forward to, but niggas want to be retarded today because, you know, at least like every few months, niggas wake up and want to be retarded.
I think this way
according to the dictionary, it does.
I think this way you fucked
no,
up.
it's not.
If you would have said, now I would have not even argued this. If you would have said that's like different levels, like being hyped is like a separate level from looking forward to, I probably would have agreed with you. But you saying this shit ain't nowhere near even in the same stratosphere, which is ridiculous.
The same thing. It's not the same
thing
at all.
See, I don't know, BG. You might just be retarded. Yo.
There he goes arguing with Miriam again.
Respectfully.
I think y'all are dumb.
And likewise.
I think y'all are retarded. I'm gonna be real with you, dog.
Respectfully, I think you might be a little.
Jack, you want to total up those super chats for today?
Bro, I know this thing at least about $300, BG. What's going on?
Oh, what?
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to seeing my PayPal later tonight. What's good with you?
Yep.
Thanks for letting me know. I'm going out tomorrow.
How? That's how you said you don't need the pay. You don't need the money. We get it.
You got money. What's
listen. All I said was I'm going out tomorrow. That's all I said.
Don't spend our money.
Yeah, man.
Hey, how about this?
I'm going out tomorrow though.
Oh shit, my computer. No.
How about this one? Hold on. How about this one? I'm hyped and I'm looking forward to that money. Fuck you, niggas.
Because Jack, I'm pretty sure he said that he don't need it. He gonna give it to us a while ago. Remember?
He definitely said that, yo.
I don't need this super chat money. Y'all can have it.
I'm hyped and looking forward to that money.
So what's
what voice is that? What the hell? What'd you say?
What's that total number on the super chats?
I have to go look it up. Let me see.
Probably like 400.
No,
anyway,
it ain't that much.
You can end the podcast when ready, Jack.
Can we do the outros?
Hey, we don't get no outros. What's good, bro?
Niggas don't need to hear from yo niggas.
Well, I'll start the outros. I appreciate y'all for watching. Good podcast this week. BG is clearly mentally unstable. I don't know if he's been drinking or he's I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm concerned. Yeah, that's it, man. Jiggy Battle League this Saturday. Press conference this Wednesday. We got Kid Dangerous versus New Yokio. You know, both of these guys already battled, but they came up short in their battles, man. So you know, it's like a little redemption. Hey, matter of fact, Smooth, you want to be a judge, man? I got a spot for you to judge, yo.
This coming Saturday. Hold on, what Saturday is this? This is the
17th.
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Real shit. Okay, so we're gonna have Smooth as a judge. All right, Tarek Ahmed donated said looking forward to an exam. I'm not hyped for it. All right, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Y'all playing semantics
apparently
today.
Tarek is the only nigga that used logic today.
Tarek is my man's, but he wilding right now. He trying to side with BT. I don't know if I agree with that. But yeah, man.
Because he uses logic.
Shut up, bitch.
That's why.
All right. Yeah. Anyone else? Outro?
Yo, what's up, man? It's J Mega Games. I'm out of here. Everybody have a good night. Peace.
Hey, man. Appreciate you guys having me on. You know the vibes. I said my wife and Jimmy this episode.
This nigga.
I didn't even know you was in here. What's up, Tone?
Oh, man.
I'll go next.
Hey, Jack, what's the name of the dude Bonto?
Oh, yeah, you talking about Breezy? Chris from Yokio? You saying Bond getting you mixed up with him? Or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know him. They said that they might have been talking about Tony Esquire.
Oh, yeah, Tony Esquire, yeah.
Tony, we trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I just came in to see what the name
about
was.
the after. I'll go next. Thanks everybody for watching. Sure, follow me on Twitter. That's where the real fun happens. And check out my Gata Tsushima live streams. Those shits are lit. Because unlike Microsoft games, people actually show up to watch PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yep.
Yeah.
Best Spot, Kids Move. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the After Dark.
Good night, y'all.
Yo, Black Ninja, I'm out.
Yes, sir. Blandrew?
Take care, everybody.
BG?
I look forward to this After Dark, but I'm not hyped about it because I have to stay up.
Oh boy.
That's the first time
I'm
you
hyped
used that
and
analogy that
excited.
made sense. That's the first time that made sense to me. All right, man. All right, y'all, we out. Peace.
You said it was the same. You know what?
Shut up,
All you
bitch.
niggas.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch.
Oh, yeah, I can